You're living off of basically 300,000 hours a year, earning 200. I'm saying live off 100.
Be supporting effectively a nepo baby lifestyle of like me paying for their college. I do not believe.
Dude, this is what I'm talking about. They keep spouting woke shit. Oh, I shouldn't support a nepo baby. It's your baby.
It's my job to make sure that I raise them 0 through 18 to convince them that I'm a good investment.
They could let us.
In today's world, 0 to 18, there's something sketchy about these guys.
They're gonna have to put their life on hold because their parents decided to not grow up past the age of 5.
That I think is acceptable to me.
I swear these guys, the only thing that they hate more than their kids are each other. Because I can't believe that you would say that after hearing like, dude, you're gonna burden your kids forever if you don't get your act together. Be like, that's fine. That's disgusting. I almost hate these two as much as I love my wife. These two are such absolutely worthless people. They're so frustrating. All right, guys. We have a little bit of break in some of the drama, which is a good thing because we get to do fun stuff like Caleb Hammer videos. The most fun stuff, okay? This video is called Professional Redditor Treats His Wife Like a Pet. I'm feeling like a little red pill vibe, except the guy sounds... Somebody did send this to me. I did watch it for a couple seconds. The guy sounds like he might like other dudes. But, hey, you know what? That's just... Who am I to judge? I don't know anything. But let's get it going, man. Let's watch this video. Let's have a little fun. Let's do it.
I invest in lottery tickets.
Okay, so just so you guys know, lottery tickets are not an investment. Okay, lottery tickets are what I like to call a poverty tax. Okay, not trying to be rude or mean or any of that stuff, but the reality is that lottery tickets are just stupid. You're better off investing into pogs. I'm not talking about fat ass white girls. I mean literal pogs. You don't even know what that is. It's just a piece of cardboard because lottery tickets are pretty much a guarantee that you're going to lose money. Okay, so at least pogs are cool. Well, you can invest into fat ass white girls too if you want. I mean, I'm not against that. I'm not saying you can't do that. It's not a bad idea. I'm just saying that is just a waste of money.
Is my retirement plan.
Okay, well, that's the dumbest retirement plan I've ever heard in my life.
True.
Savings and wise investments? No, that's too slow.
You're just a dumb.
But if they win,
If they win, this is just gambling, buddy. This is just gambling. This is justifying a gambling addiction.
you heard about the GameStop?
Go ahead. What are our goals, guys?
Does not work. That's literally the only goal.
Apparently, we like living cushy lives.
Lower your standard of living.
No.
I mean, I like living a cushy life too, but you know, the cushy is it's a social construct. You know what I mean? What's cushy mean to you versus me?
Titled.
No.
Whoa!
Download my new simpler budget app today and take control.
It's so funny because we covered this on the Papa Got Leftovers channel. There was somebody who criticized Caleb Hammer for making an app, for making that app in general. They were like, oh, Caleb always has you cancel your subscriptions. It's hypocritical. It's not really. Usually it's like, oh, if you don't have the money, you cancel your subscription, like Spotify. This is a budgeting app. So first of all, there's probably a free version of it. I don't know. But second of all, this is supposed to help you budget. Probably a little bit different than, doing ad free on Spotify when you could just listen to the ads. Not that you want to, but.
All of your money once and for all.
Hi, my name is Tom. I'm 32.
Hi, my name is Jane. I'm 32. We live in Austin, Texas.
I know this is going to sound so strange. I don't know what it is, though, but like when a couple is the same age, it's just weird to me. I don't know. I feel like, isn't that strange? Maybe that's just me. I don't know. I'm a dude. I'm married. My wife's 5 years younger than me. It just makes more sense to me. I feel like girls are just, they grow up. They're just different. I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid. I think I'm just dumb, but it makes more sense. Dudes are like immature. All right. So I don't know.
This is financial audit.
Guys, thanks for coming into the studio. Let's start with you, Tom. What do you do here in Austin for a living?
I am a software engineer.
Ooh, that can be money. What are you making?
Right.
It's complicated. With my base salary.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's complicated about it? It's got to make good money, no?
But with my base salary and bonus, comes out to 220.
Wow. Why are you on financial audit and why are you buying lottery tickets? This guy confirmed just has an addiction to buying lottery tickets, right? So.
Hey.
Yeah.
Dude, well done, man. Are you like in how long have you been in this position or working your way up?
He came here so that he can go get more lottery tickets. He's like, I'm going to use the money that Caleb Hammer gives me for more lottery tickets.
Went to college for a couple of years, then I got offered a job, so I dropped out. So I started working as a full-time software engineer when I was 20 years old.
Can you tell me why possibly it is the most high-earning people that have the most
Mo money, mo problems.
Yeah.
I guess kinda. I mean, when you have more money, you spend more money. But this is a hot take. When you have less money, you have less money to spend and you're in a worse spot. People with money, it's like easier. You could just be like, oh, let me curb my spending. You know what I mean? And I've been there too. Like I'll spend some, you know, my wife and I go to Disney a little too often probably. We don't have any debts, so like we're all right, but it's still like, oh, okay, you could, that's, you know what I mean? Not great, but.
Yeah, I guess, but also more choices that got you there because you have the ability to control it more than
What does she do for a living?
most with such a strong income. Okay, Jane, what do you do for a living?
I'm a stay-at-home mom.
They have kids? There's no, this guy, who was this guy thinking about when he got her pregnant?
Okay, so no earnings. But that's so great. $220,000. It's not even comparable. You're like almost triple the median household income in the United States.
Forgot a big part of the income also. Yeah, so I
What is that?
run a software agency also.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you forget about that? There's something super sketchy about this guy. Oh, I forgot. I also run an entire agency. What's happening here?
So before taxes, I bring in about $2,000 a month extra.
Okay.
I don't do it's pretty much passive work.
Do you pay your taxes, dude? You pay your taxes, bud?
I don't actively write code, but do a lot of like architecture review type stuff.
Sure. Okay.
I don't know, dude.
Okay. So what hits your account on a monthly basis through payroll?
See, part of the problem is I don't really really keep track of how much.
How?
It's, general process is
Well, I mean, like, I don't keep track of money sometimes, too. I mean, it's not smart. It's kind of stupid. I understand that. But I don't either, because I don't necessarily need to. You know what I mean? Like, it's a bad habit, but it's a habit that I engage in. Sorry, friends. Sorry.
at the end of the month, you know, before all the bills are due, I pay all the bills, and then if the vibes are off,
What the f is the vibes?
like if the lines that they show on the little fake website when you log in go down or don't go down, then that's
lines?
a problem.
What the f are you talking about lines? What
Like
lines
a-
are you looking at?
The Amex,
Like
the spending graph.
there are some graphs
Yeah.
on the
Yeah, there are some-
credit card.
some
Okay.
charts.
What the fuck is he talking? I'm so confused. I don't understand what's happening here. Like, I understand, like, maybe not keeping 100% track of the money that you get, but I don't understand what the lines and the graphs and all that mean. It doesn't really make. It's not adding up to me. I don't quite understand that part at all.
Well, he doesn't believe in budgeting.
Yeah, I don't believe in budgets, which is
Straight up don't believe in
What
budgeting.
is not believing in budgeting?
I mean, yeah, you came on
Or
financial audit, curious choice.
an equivalent statement would be, I believe the budget should be zero, which I take to mean that we should prioritize only purchasing the things.
Yeah, but we don't,
need. Or,
though.
sure, I mean, yeah, that's aspirational, but
What the fuck does that mean? Gay guys aren't going to live down the bed with money allegations, dude.
We don't.
So what the f is the point then?
well, we're
What's
fixing
the
it. We're
belief?
fixing
No,
it.
you're
We're-
not fixing it. What does everyone say? They come on and they say, I'm fixing it.
Well, this is
no,
the
you're
first
not.
part of fixing
No,
it.
I'm not a f***ing...
First part of fixing is coming on Caleb Hammer. Caleb, if you're down, I'll come on you.
voodoo person. I can't just create things and make it happen. I'm not a magic pill. I, have the conversation, do the wake up call, get you on a budget.
You're my magic pill, Caleb. You make me hard. Okay, a little too much.
Connect you with resources, sure, but the actions and the choices and the behavior is still you. And if your belief in general is that budgets don't matter, then what the f would I do?
Well, so my main concern with budgets is that I can see how
You know what budget I do? My wife and I maxed out the contributions she can make to her 403b, and then we spend the rest of our money. That's our retirement. So probably we could be smarter. But right now I'm trying to pay off all our bills. We have like 3 different student loans. I'm trying to pay those all off and yada, yada, yada. So,
some people might interpret them as, I have a $200 budget for Walmart or whatever it is, so I'm going to spend $200. And I'm not much of a spender. You might find evidence
I feel like that's not true.
contrary.
I understand what he's saying. He's like, oh, if I budget, I guess I understand. Oh, if I budget my allowance of Walmart to $200, then I will I will spend the $200. I won't come in under budget. I guess I understand that psychologically, but
But I believe a lot of the spending originates from not me.
Okay, so
okay, so it's her. I mean, just to be clear, it's your wife. Get some control over her. All right, and I would be saying the same thing if it was opposite roles. Your husband, get control of him. So, okay.
Oh, what does that mean? Is that immediately pushing it towards
To others,
the
not
wife?
me, not me.
Wait, how long have you guys been married?
2016. So
10.
Oh, this is a while. Any kids?
10 years? Oh, they got married before they found out he was gay. That's what happened.
Yeah, and we
we
were.
have 2 kids.
You have
Yeah.
2 kids. Ages?
Yeah.
5 years and 18 months.
Wow. You could have just said they were 6.5 years old. That's a little boomer joke for you.
They're
Why, what was
5 years.
18, it's already a year. Why don't you just say a year and
It's a
like
big
a half?
Yeah, that's a big difference between a 1.5-year-old and a 1-year-old.
Well, 19 months, I guess, because she's
Okay.
No, I mean that makes
matters.
Caleb. That makes sense. You know, when your kid's like young, you're like, oh, 18 months, 20 months. I get it. You could say a year and a half, but I understand it. You know, you don't really have to start differentiating until like 5 and 6. I feel like, or maybe 4, 3. Yeah, once you hit 3, it's a little weird to do months, but I feel like before 3, we Gucci.
Sure. Well, no, it matters more to me that he just said you spend all the money.
Well, okay. I do most of the daily spending.
That's just to be clear. Just because she spends the money doesn't mean it's her fault. Okay, right? Like, my wife. Well, my wife's like most of the spending that my wife and I make is on her, but I'm the one who's making the spending on my wife because I spoil my wife, right? So it's kind of my fault, right? So you gotta be there's a little bit more to the story than like, oh, well, who spends the money? I mean, I don't know. Did he tell her to spend the money? Yada 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 yada. I tell my wife to spend the money, or I'll spend the money. You know what I mean? It's like I enable. My wife and I have a more traditional like relationship, so she'll ask me before making pretty much any purchase, and I'm like, yeah, go for it. And I like that. It makes me feel good that she asks me. And I let her have whatever she wants. And, you know, if I say no, she's shocked Pikachu face every single time I say, do you really need that? Because I've spoiled my wife so much, she expects everything. So, but anyway, I'm the primary spender, basically. My wife's the primary spender, but I'm the primary okayer. Because, you know, I spoil that bitch.
That's just true.
What is your daily spending? What is her daily spending?
He doesn't know.
In your perspective?
Well, so
And we don't budget, and that's usually how we learn where the money goes.
Last week that we had a credit card that had a balance.
What do you mean you found out last week?
In the course
How many credit cards? I have 1 credit card. How many do you need?
of acquiring all the balance statements
Like, I heard that you should have like 2 credit cards, but I have 1. I don't really see a need to have more than 1.
for the show, there was a surprise.
You didn't know.
I knew the credit card
okay.
existed, but I didn't know that had a balance.
Why didn't he know?
Well, it's her credit.
Yeah, well, her.
Okay, it doesn't matter. You're married. Why didn't I'm not understanding.
So we're not doing things together.
We
We're
are
not
doing
planning. We
things
don't
together.
conversate.
We have merged.
No, hey, why didn't he know?
I think it was. I don't think that I was trying to avoid telling him. Maybe I was a little bit, but I was. I don't know.
This is like a super simple question. This is a really simple question, and they're struggling. Both of them are struggling to answer this.
I don't have a really. I mean, I was embarrassed. I thought that I could fix it by myself.
Fix it by
How
yourself
do you fix it by yourself? You don't have a job.
with $0.
Is she like at OnlyFans or something? Like what?
I mean,
I'm not saying I want her to purchase it. Okay, guys, stop it. I'm not gooning this episode. You leave me alone. I'm just saying, like, how could you fix it yourself?
it doesn't make any sense. Is
So
really,
she does-
Yeah, but try to make it make sense because you were no. Because you were trying to create some logic over there for this. So try to make it make sense because you thought about it. You sat. You put actions in place. Go on.
he sends me, or he used to send me $1,500 a month.
Before marriage?
No. He.
So she has an allowance. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I feel like an allowance is weird. Like, I guess I kind of get it, but it feels a little too controlling to me when one person has an allowance. It seems like childish to me. I understand that she's a stay-at-home mom and that he makes most of the money, but an allowance just sounds so strange to me. Like, my wife's not a stay-at-home wife, and if she was, I wouldn't give her an allowance. I would give her a credit card, and I'd be like, hey, spend what you're going to spend, but be responsible. And I would just like tell her to keep me in the loop on what she's buying, generally speaking, especially for big purchases. Because an allowance just feels like so childish. This is like you're treating your wife like a kid. Maybe I'm out of touch. I just feel like allowances feels like infantilizing your partner, no?
In marriage, he would send me $1,500.
her allowance. Yeah.
Her allowance? What is she? Just like a child?
so
a
it's-
toy?
Yeah, it's weird.
Supposedly,
Or
we
you just
have
like play with the thing under her nose? Like, it's, oh, good job, you got $1,500.
That's what it's there for.
Okay.
It's strange.
Okay, so he used to send me $1,500 a month, and then they'd be like, "We don't really have that to send over to you, so I'm sending you $1,000."
You
But
do, but also.
Well, why don't you? If this guy's making $200,000 a year, what is it, like $15,000 a month, plus an extra $2,000 from running some other thing? So it's really not that much money compared to that.
But that's still
I
weird.
mean, but because we are in too much debt, and so
Yes.
For what? What do you spend money on?
a good chunk of that goes to $220 a week goes to childcare, and that.
That doesn't even sound like a lot. Like, that's a lot of money in general, but that sounds kind of cheap. $200 a week in childcare feels somewhat inexpensive. like for how expensive childcare usually is. Also, why do you have childcare? You're a stay-at-home mom. Wait, why do you need childcare? You're a stay-at-home mom.
Comes from my account, and I need that. I need that.
For what?
My account, his account, sending money, my childcare, his childcare. What the fuck are you on about? Why is it so separated?
Well,
we only have one income source anyway, so why overcomplicate it?
Well,
doesn't make sense.
We just kept the accounts we had since we were in college, and we got together in college. So
yeah, wonderful.
Yeah, got together before. I guess it was acceptable to be gay or something. I mean, these guys got married 10 years ago, right? What is that? Yeah, that was before gay marriage was legal, so I guess that's what it is.
And then you change it.
Never opened a joint.
Why?
I like having control of okay, I like having
control over what?
Control over.
Well, she likes to have her own money. I guess it's like a psychological thing. That's fine. I'm still not understanding why she needs childcare money.
My own money.
Huh?
I like having control over my own money.
What money? You don't make money.
Well, the allowance money.
The
allowance money because she's a toy. Okay.
I'm not a toy. I'm not a toy.
You need an allowance. Why aren't you guys?
Toys don't receive.
I also
allowance.
spend on the
What?
other thing.
I don't know, dude. You ever see those guys with those waifu toys? They receive an allowance. Those things are expensive as hell, dude. What are you talking about?
On the other card.
An allowance have come in a jar and then them placed inside the jar. You know what I'm saying?
I also spend.
You understand what I'm saying? I know I'm being really discreet and indirect, but do you understand what I mean, guys? You guys ever have a My Little Pony doll?
On the other card, in that I try to only spend.
Wait, childcare. I thought you were a stay-at-home mom.
I am a stay-at-home mom, and Tom works a ton. And
Okay.
Which somehow means
and so I need
gone.
So it means that I need a break sometimes. I need to be able to.
I understand needing a break sometimes, but also, what are you talking about, girl? Like, I understand needing a break, but $200 a week worth of a break. What do you do?
So how much break do you take?
Twice a week for 4 hours.
4 hours. Wait, what?
Okay.
I do have a sitter come, and I do things that I can't do while watching the kids.
All right. Yeah, I guess that's. It seems so strange. I mean, they have the money, so they could do that, but it seems strange.
If it's in the budget, it's fine.
It would be if we.
Yeah, I realize that. So
it's not $200. Wait, sorry, this guy makes $15,000 a month. No, what? No, he doesn't. He makes like $20,000 a month. What am I saying? $200,000 a year. That's like $20,000. That's like $20,000 a month. $20,000 a month, right?
What? This is what I'm confused. The allowance thing. I guess just maybe the word allowance just feels so weird to me because it's so.
Yeah.
Children.
I'll tell you where it's coming from.
But why aren't we literally just spending the money that would go into a joint account, and we decide where we're allowed to spend money by just talking about it and putting it on a spreadsheet, not even doing the.
If he's never around, she wouldn't be able to get out. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. But there's just something about their relationship that's so fucking strange.
We will spend this much on fun or whatever this month, even though you can sit down and actually plan for the next month, but whatever. That's just saying we're able to spend this much. Why is that not done? Why is it, okay, let's just throw off money over to my apparent wife and then it's just a black hole that doesn't matter or exist anymore.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't. I think it's accounted for.
The main concern is that
I think that this guy's here because he's attracted to Caleb, and he's just trying to hit on Caleb Hammer. There's no way this guy's giving me those vibes, dude. I get it. I understand. I don't blame him.
I have not an issue, but a fear that I may be a contributor to financial abuse if I don't.
Financial abuse.
Wait, what? What?
That's a loaded word. Go ahead. Actually, like.
I don't want to be accused of financially abusing my wife for.
Wait, you think you're gonna get canceled by your wife?
I'm so confused. What? So financial? Okay. What? I'm super confused. Okay, that's a weird thing to say. Does he actually feel this way? I don't understand. Financial abuse is when you have. I mean, it's when you weaponize somebody's finances in some capacity. So what he's saying is he's afraid that his wife will feel like she's in a financially abusive situation because he makes the money and has the ability to hold it over her head, which could be true. But like, I don't know if I believe this. I feel like I feel like something's weird here. Either she's convinced him that she needs an allowance so that she doesn't feel financially abused because she's bad, or he's virtue signaling. That's the feeling that I get. I don't know.
No, he just wants
in
to
general,
have
our peers.
What would you do? What was this? What is this?
Autonomy over. I have autonomy over a small
I get that, but
account.
I get that.
Oh God, these guys are too woke. Give me a break.
Cat, a financial.
Like, I get it. You have if my wife was a stay-at-home wife, let me tell you, she will have plenty of agency and autonomy, and she will absolutely not feel like she is under my control, okay? Because I know that if I fuck with my wife will beat me, and my mother will beat me, okay? My mother was never going to get too old to beat me, so it's not going to happen. I'm not worried about the optics of it, okay, at all. The only optics I would feel good about, like, oh yeah, I could afford to have my wife be a stay-at-home wife. But I don't know. Why are you worried about those optics? Are you an asshole? Is this guy like a piece of garbage to her? And like, so he's like, I got to make sure that optically it looks okay. I don't.
So abuse, that is a loaded term. Sure. What the do you think you would do?
Not allowing her to have access to money that we effectively both put in labor for. She, watches children.
So
laundry.
So
I think
you just don't be a fucking asshole, or you see a therapist. Or you have conversations.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Are you saying you can't control yourself?
I don't know.
What? You almost hit us with the I guess on that one. What the?
It's just easier to say if she wanted to leave, she has an opportunity to leave because she can be saved.
Yeah, it's called a divorce in America. What are you talking about? Who cares? If she wants to leave, she could sue you and get like half. You guys have been together for 10 years. She would be entitled to it. You guys have grown a relationship together. Your ability to escape the house and do whatever you want is very contingent on the fact that she takes care of your kids at home. That's the buy-in. That's why it's so high. You get to focus on your career because she stays home and takes care of the house and takes care of the kids and teaches the kids in a way that I would assume, since you're in a decade-long relationship, in a way that you approved of, and raise them in a way that you approved of. That's why stay-at-home parents, regardless of whether it's the mom or the dad or them, whatever, they are entitled to a significant portion of the other person's money if there is a divorce, even if that person makes a lot of money, because you're allowing that person to go out and to make that money and guaranteeing them, generally, as long as they made a good choice in spouse, that the kid will be raised the way that they want the kid to be raised, right? Like, that's the whole point. So, what?
Saving this
money.
money.
I think,
leave the marriage.
Also, why are you thinking about her leaving the marriage? Because he's gay. Yep.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What is this marriage? This isn't a marriage.
Okay.
I love Caleb's beaker voice.
This seems like this is a friendship that has a little diddle.
No.
It's just insurance. Just insurance.
Insurance.
For her.
I don't know, man. From my perspective, I understand why, like, a couple that gets married later, that like they have a lot of assets or kids, or one side has assets or kids or something, would have the conversation about a prenup, or even explore the concept of potentially getting divorced one day. But I do feel like when you're in a relationship, having a discussion of what happens if we're divorced, it just sounds like you're teasing the idea of not being together. I would never have that conversation with my wife. That's insane.
No, but insurance for her.
I
It's
have
not
autonomy over some of my own.
autonomy. No. Why are you guys not deciding as a household where money can go? And then you can still, if we have a fun category, you can still spend whatever it is.
Yeah,
in
Chili's,
that fun
dude.
category, you just put categories on things.
Should I take my wife to dinner tonight?
Why autonomous on what? What are you doing?
I'm making bad choices.
Yeah, your marriage seems to be one.
And because of that, if she only has access to whatever the cash I give her plus her credit card, that if she is the root cause of the spending, then it protects the other.
Hey!
How does it protect the other person? If your wife's running up debt, that doesn't really protect her. You still a shared expense, and when you get divorced, unless you could show that like she used it in a way that was like malicious to, facilitate the divorce. What are you talking about?
Is this working?
No.
Okay, so I don't give a f. Why are you defending it?
Maybe
no. Look, hey, guy.
It's like the WWE of budgeting. I fucking love it. It's so funny.
Girl, look at the things I have in front of me. You're on the show. If it was working, you wouldn't be here. Why defend this fucking method of insanity? That is objectively not. Oh, go ahead. What's your little plan? We're 8 years into marriage, and so far it's a complete fucking mess. 7 years now.
So I invest.
I thought, yeah, what the fuck? You're giving me too many numbers.
In lottery tickets.
Wow, incredible.
Not literal lottery tickets, even though I like to purchase.
Hey guys, I invest in. We call this an idiot tax, by the way. Lottery tickets are an idiot tax. Okay, lottery tickets are fun for like Christmas. You're like, oh, I got you a $5 scratcher. It's a silly little stupid gift that you get people. If you seriously play the lottery, I'm sorry to tell you this, you're an idiot. So stop that. You're better off not spending that money on lottery tickets.
Just literal lottery tickets.
Why are you with your words? What are you saying?
So I like to invest in startups. So I have some equity in some.
How much?
I don't understand. Why would you call them lottery tickets?
I can't tell you how much those companies are worth, or
you don't have to tell me the companies. Can't you tell me how much you invested?
Oh, sure, $40,000
over the course of.
Since I started, so 10.
Started what?
10, okay. Software engineering. So 10 years or so. And
great.
That doesn't really sound that crazy. 10 years, you're making $200,000 now. That doesn't really seem like a huge, horrific thing. But if you're calling them lottery tickets, that suggests to me that they're constant failures, and that you're investing into failure startups just for the hope that it blows up into the next Google or something. I don't know anything.
Right.
Maybe
so,
some of those,
which you probably shouldn't do unless your retirement is substantial, because now you're essentially waiting for an exit.
Part of what I'm getting to is that is my retirement plan.
Okay, well, that's the dumbest retirement plan I've ever heard in my life.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean,
it's very.
Well, I mean, is it? It sounds like it. It sounds like it's just a bunch of startup investing. It doesn't seem to be like necessarily a high probability that they're decent. That seems to be the biggest issue.
Probably, but it's the one we got right now.
No.
Well, you could always change it to a better one.
Oh, there's another one, and then you borrowed against it. So.
Savings and wise investments? No, that's too slow.
Yeah.
What? What do you mean it's too slow? I don't understand. I don't understand. It's crazy because I get why poor people don't invest money, but like when you got these fucking these are upper middle class people, they don't invest money. It's too slow. It doesn't matter. You're living lavish, making $200,000 a year. It doesn't matter if it's slow. Who cares?
Yeah.
10% a year is slow. 50% over the last 2 years is slow. I'm kind of happy with the 50% increase in my money. I'm sure that's more than you got.
Hold on, what numbers are you saying? You're saying if I invest 10% of my
the S&P
income,
500 over the last 2 years had a combined 50% growth.
Oh, sure. If you want to cherry pick the most recent,
the time that it is right now.
I mean, in the long run, I doubt it'll maintain 50%. Usually, they say like an 8 or 9% a year, like year over year growth. But like, yeah, my wife's 403b is hitting like a 9% like per year growth, and so is I think we have a CD or something. CD's nuts with a high interest rate that's going to expire in maybe a couple months that we'll probably put more into. Like, yeah, that's the whole point. Invest slowly, you know? I'm just trying to be at a spot where like my wife and I, when we're retirement age, we can retire and I could still probably work. I kind of like, I'm not against continuously working. I kind of like it sometimes, I know it sounds silly, but I don't know if I'm going to be the kind of guy that can't work anymore. Like that just is not able to work, if that makes sense. So, but okay. Great stuff.
Right.
Instead of choosing years like 50 years ago.
You won't be saying those questions. Oh,
no, you're right. In the bear market, I'll be thrilled. I'll be fucking nutting everywhere, investing like crazy because I love a bear market more than any market because that means I get to put money in.
Capital, yeah, sure.
Which you do. I don't get what point you're trying to make.
As you will find out, no, we do not.
No, you do. You're just a dumb.
All you have to do is like set up. Like he could just have them. He could have his company, or he could just set up a. Wait, does this company offer like some kind of like investment option? I don't understand.
You have the
like a Walmart greeter, true.
Capital,
but
I'll just be an old man. I'll make my own Lebanon party.
Put $40,000 into startups,
but required expenses. And if
you don't get access to it until liquidity events, how many are still around that you got in?
Both of them are still.
Oh, it's
around.
only 2. So it's not even diversified.
No, but I'm kind of just started this whole entrepreneur thing.
I'm confused. Didn't he say he's been doing this since the start? How did you just start this? And he's lying.
Founding companies.
Oh yeah, I'll be Santa Claus. They offer a lot of money. Couple $100 for it to be Santa Claus, pretty lit.
Also and
tax free.
So the companies I found, I would own 100% or 50% if I find another non-technical co-founder. So I'm only 32.
What, the one that you get 2,000 hours a month from?
That was my software agency. That's not so.
He's had employees and stuff, so that's just
Yeah, I had.
I'm just so confused. You're investing in startups, but you're becoming like a majority owner, and that $2,000 a month isn't coming from that.
Maybe 2 years ago, 5 full-time employees.
Must have been nice if they could have kept their jobs.
Well, yeah.
The market and ChatGPT kind of this.
Go on. What?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could kind of get that. AI is kind of fucking over people. So
the software engineering market is kind of tanking right now. So you've seen layoffs from Meta.
So you got rid of all your 5.
No, I still have.
Was this the agency?
Yeah, my software agency.
What was your monthly revenue then compared to now? Gross.
I lost on a month, I think around $10,000 or so since my software
I'm so sorry. I thought you said invest 40,000. I'm really confused. 10,000. What?
agency.
No. Gross, what were you bringing in then? Gross, what are you bringing in now?
I don't even know. So
Come on, the revenue that comes in on average, guy.
Right now,
Stop touching the table with your damn ring.
All right,
All I know is that
Is it a stress response?
he lost $100,000 doing that, and he was.
Wait,
doing
what do you mean?
I
It
thought,
was
he,
like worth
I thought he said 40,000. What?
and then it went to zero, or you put in 100
He
and
put in $100,000
and then earn it back.
He put into $100,000 into this.
Wait, he said he put in 40,000. I'm so confused. Wow, this guy, you know what? I changed my mind. It would have been better if it was actually lottery tickets, because this guy's just dumping money into startups for no reason, just to get like destroyed by Chat GPT or something. What?
He also like quit his higher paying job right before.
Oh, because I was working a full-time job at the same time as starting.
Here's the crazy
What? So you working now?
thing. I am not necessarily against it. This country is great in the world of you get to take that risk. You get to do that. And you find out if you win or not. But there are levels that I would get you to first before you're allowed to take that risk. That is having probably a year's emergency fund, making sure you have some, hey, how about I talk? Some
Jesus Christ.
sense of retirement. You know, that would be on track and let it grow while you're going off and fucking around. But I love the idea of you going in and putting some money into something you feel confident in and grinding on it and creating jobs. I love that. That's great. And you know what? It went to zero and that happens and you can try things again. But the foundation, man, for the sake of your family.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point you'd be like, okay, let me go get well, I guess maybe he did get a regular job now. But I'm not understanding. If his job now is yielding him $200,000 a year, what's the issue? Like, what's coming into play that's making him not have enough money to exist? That doesn't make any sense to me. Because, like, okay, you invest in a bad startup, you quit your job, it goes really poorly. Oh, that sucks. But you still have a talent. You're a software engineer, so you go back to get a job. You're making $200,000 a year now. Time to recoup. I mean, it makes sense to make a little bit riskier of investments when you're a little younger. So, like in your 30s, that's cool. So it's like, okay, no harm, no foul. You tried it out. It didn't really go too well, but you could still start generating income or generating retirement or whatever, savings. I'm not understanding. Is this like, are they just in that transitionary phase? What are they on the show for?
We had 2 kids, by the way. Do you remember when you guys told me you have 2 kids? Yeah, that's an interesting little thing. Maybe we should take care of them instead of our own selfish desires. Maybe we have a foundation.
I learned that after
interesting results for someone that has learned something and decided not to
now
correct
I think
it.
I'm paying the consequences of those actions from.
When'd you lose the 100?
That was
the end of
2023.
So this
So
year,
you had 2 years to
He
build a
used
fully
to-
funded
he used to-
hospital
now.
he
So
used his
2 years to have a
maternity
fully funded emergency fund.
So
I don't believe in that.
okay, so
What is it? He doesn't believe in an emergency fund? Like, I'm not understanding. Like, it's one thing to be like, oh, I don't have the money for an emergency fund. But you do. Why do you don't believe in an emergency fund?
2022. Hold on.
Curious about
Also, what's Caleb's recommendation for the amount of money you should have in an emergency fund? I'd like to know.
Ozempic or Wegovy, but not sure if your insurance covers it. That's where Ro comes in. Ro can help you understand if GLP-1s are right for you and your goal.
Can I tell you something? I don't even know if I should admit this. But this Caleb Hammer's ad is about GLP-1s. My insurance is horrible. Basically, I have to pay about $9,000 before insurance will kick in to pay for anything else. My wife and I are both on GLP-1s, you know. I'm diabetic. Combined, it costs us $1,000 a month. Isn't that insane? $1,000 a month. I have a Costco membership, executive membership, and that's where I get my medications. When I go to Costco, they have coupons, which you could probably find online, but Costco applies them automatically, I think, as long as you have a membership. Because you can get Costco medications without being a member, but I don't know if they apply the coupons. The coupons bring it from $1,000 a month for both of my wife's medication and mine, which is Mounjaro and Zepbound, to $50 a month. Isn't that insane? And to top it off, this is the part I probably shouldn't say, but I'm still going to say it. It still counts towards the deductible. Like the $1,000 goes to the deductible. So I spend $50 and my deductible goes down by $1,000 every month. And it's like the first time I've like, wow, this is, maybe it is good I'm fat, you know? Maybe it's good that I'm morbidly obese. I don't know. All I'm saying, dude, here's my recommendation. Get a Costco membership. I'm telling you, Costco's fucking awesome, dude. It's fucking awesome.
But that's just the beginning. Row members have support throughout the process. That means no insurance paperwork, and you'll have access to your provider on demand for any questions. Plus, you can sign up online for the comfort of your own home. That means no waiting for an in-person doctor's appointment, no commuting to the doctor's office, and no waiting rooms. Join the over 250,000 people who have already chosen Row to access GLP-1.
My doctor's pretty good. It doesn't take that long to get to the appointment.
Go to row.co/Caleb to find out if you're covered for free.
Did I see the kid in Wisconsin who couldn't afford his inhaler because it went from $50 to $600 and died? That's insane. Why did it go up so much? Is that like a Trump thing where he like lifted the caps or something?
That's ro.co/Caleb. Go to row.co/safety.
Row.co.
Full safety information. Prescription only.
2022, I had a bunch of health stuff happen,
Okay.
and then so we were kind of
What is
hemorrhaging
that?
money then, and then
I want to know what that means. A bunch of health stuff happened. Like, was that your kids? Because that would make sense. 2022 is like 2 years, although it's 2025 now. But if your kid's 18 months, that kind of makes sense, right? Did you have like an issue with like your kid?
I have good insurance.
no, we had good insurance. But,
She hit her out-of-pocket max, I think, twice.
Oh,
already.
jeez.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had like
The next enrollment, did you up it?
We pay
coverage.
for the most expensive insurance and the most.
Okay.
Damn, what's the out-of-pocket? I've never hit my out-of-pocket max. Oh, wait, no. That's... Wait, you want to hit the out-of-pocket... Wait, I'm so confused. Wait, what do you mean?
I had
The
like
next enrollment, did you up it?
Wait, what?
but,
She hit her out-of-pocket max, I think.
What is hitting her out-of-pocket max? Isn't that a good thing? Or are you saying the max coverage that they hit? I'm super confused with out-of-pocket max. What is that like a bad thing to have an out of like? I'm hearing out-of-pocket max means like the max that you have to pay out of pocket. An out-of-pocket max refers to the highest amount of money you will be required to pay for covered health services within a plan year, after which your health insurance will cover 100%. Isn't it a good thing to hit out-of-pocket max? And then also, I know this sounds super weird, but why are you saying she hit it? Why aren't you saying we hit it? You guys are married. It's weird to me when a married couple doesn't refer to themselves as we. There's something off about this relationship.
Twice.
Oh,
already.
jeez.
yeah,
Okay.
I had like
The next enrollment, did you up it?
We pay
coverage.
for the most expensive insurance and the most.
Okay.
I mean, I'm kind of broken. I have a bad eye and
I'm confused. You're married.
got my tonsils out and have like genetic issues and
But
OCD.
you're married.
I'm like totally a mess. That's not
You're married. I don't understand.
funny, but it's true. And so
What?
we spent a lot of money on medical stuff in 2022, and then I got pregnant from IVF.
Which was
Okay, so that's the stuff that you're spending a lot of money on. IVF, because IVF's very expensive.
expensive.
Which was expensive.
We had
Which I'm not against you doing
We
in a
had
smart
my
way.
company pay it through insurance, but still, even after all that, copays and deductibles, all that, we still ended up paying several $1,000s for that.
Oh no, we make significant, not significantly, but we make less than you, and we spend like $6,000. We hit our deductible last year. Like, okay, we didn't do IVF yet, but like, okay, it's what happens.
Which
Yeah.
again, I'm not against. Just do it in a financially healthy, smart way.
Then Tom had a mini stroke at the beginning.
You had a little stroke?
Yes, this is tiny.
A little
one,
touch of
it's a tiny
stroke?
one. So I was
What
working
happened?
a
and he was
full-time.
working in the hospital too.
Yeah, because I had 3 full
Well,
days.
what's up? What's up? So what, did
so-
they figure out a root cause?
That's
just
crazy.
I have like a stage 1 hypertension, and when there's like
Whoa. Okay,
Okay, hypertension, that's like high blood pressure, isn't it?
okay,
Yeah.
hold on. Are you taking medicine?
yeah, I take some aspirin.
Okay,
and,
I mean,
change my diet.
physically,
Aspirin? I mean, I think that they use that to thin your blood or something. Wouldn't you be on like some kind of medication for that too?
look relatively healthy, but are you keeping just like salts and everything under control?
Yeah, and red meats I stopped
Okay.
eating, and that's how it helped. A
Damn,
ton.
that's a
But,
shame.
Yeah, so I didn't know. I guess
I
that
guess.
those triggers would cause that, and with the stress of having a full-time software engineer.
What was it like? What was the mini stroke?
Sure, I mean that makes sense.
What was the
It
mini?
was
stroke?
terrifying.
Just like what happened?
Yeah, it's called a TIA, trans something. So basically, what happens is that blood.
Yeah, like you take a baby aspirin when you have something like that. But I feel like usually if you have hypertension, I'm pretty sure wouldn't you also take like you would take like I don't know if it's like a medication for that, no?
Clot forms somewhere in your brain due to either higher
Yeah,
or
but
low.
what happened to you? Just like
It was-
in the moment, just like
Is
what?
blood thickened? I'm confused.
It was
Well, it's
terrifying.
kind of
He-
traumatic, but basically,
yeah, man. maybe you'll lean off this one, Caleb.
what happened is that
He didn't want to go to the hospital either.
yeah, I didn't want to go outside. And I don't know if I needed to go to the hospital.
Probably the
You
first time
did need
went
to go to the
outside in
hospital.
You definitely need to go to the hospital.
You had
Yeah,
a mini
no,
stroke.
I don't. Google says as long as you're not suffering any major consequences.
Buddy, what was the feeling
Google's always going to tell you to go to the doctor. What are you talking about?
that you had for
Well,
sake?
so basically,
Oh my gosh.
I lost or sorry,
Caleb, Are you asking him just because you're concerned for yourself?
To lose feeling in my
Is that lisinopril? Okay, what is atorvastatin for? Because I'm on that too.
my right leg. It was like looking droopy. It's like I sent Jane a picture of that.
Your leg was looking droopy?
Yeah, I was just sitting down and
So you had a blood clot in your leg?
my right leg was just like sagging. Like, this is really odd. I sent Jane a picture. Like, hey, in case I die, here's this. And I stood up and immediately I couldn't feel any or move any of my right side. And then
and he was so pale.
Yeah,
Tom came in and he was like,
I'm sure your blood pressure just went.
He was just so pale. It was so scary. It was like so scary.
And the
Google said I didn't have to go to the doctor though. Yeah, okay, I bet.
left side of my face was drooping.
So what did they do to get you back to normal?
They did a bunch of
so the whole
testing.
thing only lasts about 20 minutes or so. It's not like a full-blown stroke where you have to like do.
So now you're just in prevention mode, making sure you stay healthy. And
I still I went to physical therapy for a little bit to fix my leg, and I still need
Has it
to
worked?
do. It still has
Maybe that's why he has the lisp. Maybe you know what I mean?
a bit of like balance problems and things like that. And there was, I guess a little bit of like damage to the language center of my brain for like about a week.
Really, you're
Right,
yapping uncontrollably.
Oh, yeah, for
Jesus Christ, the guy just had a stroke. Oh my God.
a week. That's why they didn't think it was that big of a deal, because like
He might need to have another one again so you can shut up.
Jesus Christ, Caleb, what the fuck? This guy's Jesus, chill out. Oh my God, this guy's fucking crazy. Crazy guy, Caleb.
It was really
That joke is fucking wild. It's funny. He's like, editors, we have to make sure we edit. And I was just kidding. I don't want that one out of context. That looks rough. That's fucking wild, dude.
It was really, really scary. It
I'm
was
sorry.
really, really
And I'm glad you've gotten your diet under control and that you're taking it seriously. Are you taking it seriously?
Yes.
Is
very
he
much
taking
so.
it seriously?
That was
Well, it doesn't sound like it too much. I mean, he's like, oh, I was really stressed from work and I was eating poorly, so I want to change my diet. It's like, okay, maybe you should change your investment strategy too, so you don't have to stress so much.
the wake-up call I needed, and that's when I decided I need to leave my higher paying but much stressful job.
Wait, how much were you?
Okay, it's just like there's just different things keep happening. Okay, so that's why you left the job, or I thought you left the job so that you could focus on the business.
You making it that time?
I don't know.
210.
My base salary was 210, and there was like bonuses and stock and stuff like that. Like on paper, I was a millionaire, sure, but that doesn't mean anything.
on paper.
Oh, that means a lot, actually. I don't know if I've never heard a poor person goes, yeah, on paper I'm a millionaire, but it doesn't really mean anything. It means a lot.
We were not a millionaire if all of the things were on the paper.
Or if I was dead, right? Like,
Yeah, I don't understand, because they're sitting here talking about like, oh, medical expenses really expensive. Like, we hit our out of pocket. Okay, like I don't make as much money as you, like, and we spend a bit irresponsibly by going to Disney, and we don't have this problem. Like, we spend a lot of money. Like, our out of pocket last year, I think, was $6,000. It's a lot. Now it's up to fucking $9,000, which is insane. No, it was $7,000. Sorry, still going up to $9,000 is insane. And it was like annoying, but we're okay. Like, I don't understand what your fucking problem is.
What, your life insurance?
we do have life insurance, yes, but I wouldn't get to enjoy that if I was dead. So
What, life insurance is for other people to enjoy. I mean, I'm not. What?
Guys, what the f is going on? What is
I'm
happening
hoping you
today?
can tell me, because I
Well,
don't really understand.
just from
Well, I'm so confused with this whole conversation.
your own standpoint, I'm just so confused. Money's coming in. Where is it going?
Out.
Where?
Okay, so I spend probably too much on all sorts of random crap that doesn't even matter. I spend too
So stop.
much on toys for the kids. I spend too much on groceries. I spend
So stop it.
too much on eating out.
stop.
Where's the control then? You're acknowledging all this. Where's the control? Where's the fix?
It's
Where's the
not
conversation?
there.
No, obviously, but where's you?
Yeah, but you can be like, you know, it's you're an adult. Like you're an adult, and you guys have a lot of money, and recovery would take you 3 months, and you'd be out of it. There's so many poor people that are like, yeah, I spent so much money on classes for my kids, or like my car broke down and I needed that, and they make necessary expenses. And you're like, yeah, I just spent a bunch of money on toys for the kid. You give the kid a fucking cardboard box. It's 18 months. Like, you're good.
You trying to do anything? You're acknowledging. Where's the little big girl attitude? 33.
I just.
And so it's better that you get your little special girly fund. It's better that you get little
No.
mommy fund.
I mean, in the
Mommy
short term,
gets her
sure,
own
yeah, it
money.
feels
I
good.
mean,
Yeah,
I do
feel-
like having
So
the
that's
autonomy.
great.
And I would,
Autonomy. How's that working? I don't think it's working very well. Maybe we should.
What does that mean? Like, I understand what agency and autonomy means. You have agency over yourself. Stop fucking spending money. Like, how are you spending $2,000 a month on like crazy stuff? When my wife gets her nails done every maybe 3 weeks or so, and she gets like a weekly, she goes to the needle doctor. What are they called? The person that puts needles in you, which is like $85 a week, which is like whatever. We have the money for it, but like we're not pressing the bank here. I don't understand.
Should
Debt.
have oversight of our own money together and maybe try to get towards the goals we have together as a couple.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know
Might be
what our
interesting.
goals are.
Oh, good. What?
Shouldn't your goals be to raise your kid and what stuff?
Why?
probably
What are
have
your?
I know it sounds really weird, but like it feels like they don't really consider their kid and any of their kids, multiple, that they intentionally had through IVF in any of their financial decisions, which is like an additional level of selfish. You didn't just have a kid. You guys decided to have a kid with IVF treatments. And you guys, it's like they're not even a factor, it feels like, in the consideration,
What?
the financial consideration. It's weird. Strange.
What are our goals? Go ahead. What are our goals, guys?
If didn't
Girl
exist,
boss.
either through divorce or death or
Stop. Why are you talking about divorce? I don't get this.
some other reason, I still want to achieve the goals that I have set up for
What the fuck are you talking about?
Which are?
to not work. That's literally the only goal. I
Okay.
do not
You want to not
Well, you're
want
doing a job at that. You could probably fire it, dude. No one's really doing fire anymore, but you could have fired with your income.
fired.
Yeah, financial independence, retire early.
Yeah.
But instead, you're just blowing it all on risks.
Yeah, this guy could probably retire by 40 if he just keeps working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm also a gambling man, so that's kind of why.
Oh, really? Are you a gambling man? You're addicted to something. Okay, stop. That's where all the stress is coming from. This guy's like, I had a mini stroke because of my job. You spent like over $100,000 on a startup, which is your gamble, and it failed. You want to sit here again and explain to me how that is that not part of the factor to you? Like, I don't understand.
I do that.
Yeah, that's what we want in our fathers.
But if they win, like
But if they win, guys.
when was that?
If they
Hey guys, every gambler stops right before they make a big win. Am I right, guys?
Wait,
you,
no
you probably heard about the
You might have lost $500,000 gambling, but the amount of money you can win is infinite if you think about it. So it's kind of worth it.
GameStop.
yes,
Yeah. So
That was really dumb.
yeah. So if everyone was on Reddit was talking about it, it's like, okay, this is sure.
One of the things here that I'm seeing is that like and they're both stupid. So I'm not even saying it's a flaw of him exclusively because they're both like dumb as shit. But it doesn't really sound like he respects his wife enough to stop making bad decisions because he feels like it's his money. That's why he gives her an allowance so that he could be like, oh, that's your money. This is my money, kind of a thing, and it's mine, and I could do what I want with it. Blah blah blah. When you're in like a marriage or relationship, especially if you have kids, it's not really your money anymore. It's your family's money. So okay.
Or
Okay,
guaranteed
I
way to
told
get
you
money.
about it.
Yeah, she knew about it and she wanted to invest money in it. I was like, GameStop,
Yeah, we can go to the mall tonight, baby. My wife wants to go to the mall and walk around there and get some snacks. I'm down for that. I know she didn't say snacks, but I'm fucking hungry. And I was going to already ask her on a mall date tonight anyway. So we're on the same page. That's why I love her. So hell yeah, baby, love. Let's go to the mall. Your husband, maybe. Which mall? Maybe the mall with sushi. We don't have to go to that mall if you don't want to. But you tell me.
the company that sells physical media.
We did make
Like,
money.
Yeah, but I took out $20,000 from
out from what?
from my one of my retirement.
Why didn't you just buy it? Why didn't you
Because I
just
didn't have. Oh, I had some money, but not $20,000.
Yeah, no. But in your retirement fund, why didn't you just buy it in the retirement fund?
I mean, that's what I mean. Is that
So you didn't take out of your retirement account to buy it in a brokerage or something.
He took it out of the
original
current
investment.
things that it was
Yeah, so like
invested in.
S&P 500, whatever the target date was. So like effectively taking it out and putting it in this high risk investment. And the day we did that, the market opened and Robinhood turned off the buy button. So everything went down to virtually zero. But we held because we have diamond hands. And eventually the stock bounced back and we came out like a 10K ahead. And in order to use that money, then we took out that profit. It was like 8K after withdrawal or withholding.
Even just starting out at $0, 20% of your income with an average 10% return, you'd be retiring with $7.2 million at 62.
Yeah, that sounds good. We can go to the local mall, baby love.
62.
Oh no, that's horrible.
Too old.
Well, how much do you need to retire? Because that's 7 by then. You'd have millions before then.
I guess I haven't done the math to see how much money I need.
What do you want to have in terms of income on a yearly damn basis?
Enough to live.
It's so crazy. Enough to live is not enough. You need to have like a specific amount. Like, oh, for my retirement, I'd like to have $100,000 a year. Okay, and then you can retire based on that. You talk to a financial advisor, which they have the money to afford. So it's not like they don't. Like, I don't know what the answer to that is, but just fine. Like, I'm not a financial advisor, but they have the ability to go to one. You're making $250,000 a year. Like, you can go to a financial advisor and you can figure all this shit out.
No, you tell me how much that is.
I don't know how much that is. That's why.
So what is the point of anything you have done to retire early if you don't even know what the number is?
Because
that's dumb.
What is
if I
it?
make
4% out of whatever is invested is what you need to live on. So
Well, no. That's not what you need to live on. I'm trying to get you that number, and that number needs to be 4%.
So like-
But why is that number $100,000 a year?
10 million. All right.
No, a year, $100,000 a year.
$200,000 a year.
That's a pretty considerable amount. You're going to be working for a while.
Yeah. Let's
You
do that.
need $200,000 a year?
Well,
but apparently we like living cushy lives, and I like living
Cushy.
a
No,
cushy.
you're living.
That's more than cushy. I mean, usually when you're retired, you're supposed to like have your house paid off and like most of your bills paid off, so that you're kind of living on a little bit of like a bare bones here. Or not bare bones, but you get what I'm saying. You don't have as many financial restrictions. Like, oh, my car's paid off, my house is paid off, like everything's paid off. All my loans are paid off for like my kids' student loans and all the blah blah blah. So like really we're just paying like utilities. That's a huge thing too. It's not just about how much money you make, it's about how much money you have to spend. That's like what my wife and I have, I think like $2,000 a month worth of student loans, which is a lot. And it's like, okay, we want to get rid of those. But like if that's $24,000 a year. So like if we get those paid off, especially with the interest rates, like we're making $24,000 a year once that's paid off. And then we can make less money. Not that I want to, but like that fewer obligation. You know what I mean? That's the area that my brain is at. And it's like one of those things. So let's say, you don't have to pay for that, and then your house is paid off. So it's another like, let's say 50. Well, you still have to pay property tax, but let's say it's another $1,500. So like you got that, and it's like okay, so like if we have $4,000 a month of obligations gone, that's $50,000 a year of obligations gone. You're retired. You basically are making $50,000 more a year if you kind of think about it. It's like the fungibility of money, right? Like that's the whole point. You're retired and everything's paid off, so you don't have the extra money. So like yeah, you're making less money, but you also don't need as much money because everything's paid off.
Beyond cushy. You're not living cushy. You're not living within your means. You don't know what cushy is.
I do know what cushy is because I've overspent into cushy.
I don't know. My wife and I live like a cushy lifestyle, I'll say that, and we don't need that much money a year to do it. I feel like they're both, I can confidently say, I think that they're both the problem. It's not just him. They're both like a legitimate problem. These two are more delusional than the Disney adults Caleb had on.
Okay, so just figuring it out. Okay, so you would need to withdraw 4% on a yearly basis, and I'm just assuming, I'm just in my brokerage, moo. Mine's an S&P 500. You need $5 million. And when did you start making $200,000 ish? Let's just call it 2,000.
It's like grown linearly.
220,000. When was the first year you did that?
Last year.
Oh, okay.
But it goes up like 10, 20K a year or so.
Yeah, it'll plateau in your probably like 50s.
I mean, it's kind of already plateaued because I don't want to do the jobs that make you have more money because they make you do stuff. And
you
what does this guy like not want to do? I'm so confused. Does he have to go to Diddy parties or something? I don't get it.
married this happily?
Yeah. He,
26 to 27 years.
I don't even think they're happy together. I don't like. Here's the thing. I can understand gay people marrying straight people and still being happy. You know what I mean? Like I could still be your soulmate. I understand that. Like whatever you do, you. But these two they constantly talk about divorce. So I don't understand. They're probably not happy at all. Are they planning on a divorce? Like I'm super confused.
But that's at 20%. You could have probably invested about 50% of your money to get to this lifestyle if you really wanted.
Yeah, but what happens
shut
if I
the fuck for a second, 100 times? Then it doesn't matter. You won't know that you sacrificed because you're dead.
If I have a terminal illness,
you're a rotting corpse.
I know that I would have been able to enjoy it more.
Move to Canada.
I'm super confused with this. Does he expect to be dead soon? Like what's happening here? I don't understand.
I don't know.
okay.
Does that work? Why would that work?
Well, you'd have free healthcare.
I like him. He should stay here.
No, guys. So what's
Okay, I'm so confused. Caleb was like, "Oh, if you have like an issue with healthcare, go to Canada," and the wife is like, "No, I like him. He should stay here." It's just like little things like this. Like it's a silly thing to say, maybe, but like the implication is you would go with him. I'm so confused. These two talk about their marriage like they're fucking playing League of Legends together. I'm so confused. Like it's just a silly little thing. What the hell?
What's the point you're trying to make?
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
No, you said you want to retire as early as possible.
I said I don't want to be working. So if that means I need to retire at 46 and find a way to solve the problem one way or the other, including
the problem would be
at age 50, then I'm fine with it.
No. The problem would be in order to not work, you need enough money to sustain yourself. You could have been investing 50% of your.
There was a joke about medically assisted death. Oh, okay. Maybe I misheard it. Okay. Whatever. What?
Since last year, and it would have taken 18 years or 17 years from now.
Oh, why is there a Canada? That's a job. What? I'm confused. I'm so confused. The joke went over my head, I guess. But you guys are telling me I didn't understand the jokes. Okay.
Oh, and you could have been retired.
50.
Yeah,
I could.
Yeah,
still on the older side. I could settle.
Yeah, but that's happy. You could probably invest more if you really wanted to. Live in the household median income of $75,000 here in Austin. You could probably retire in 13 years. That's just a little bit of sacrifice. Instead, you guys just want to live it up every second of your life. Major channel.
They're not telling us something about their lifestyle. Like there's something about something's going on here.
Announcement.
All right.
Budgeting. It's a new year. We're all trying to budget. We're all trying to make
major channel announcement. Go to the Papaga Leftovers channel.
We're a little better. We're trying to improve our life. A lot of people on the show, a lot of people out there that I've heard from, they try to start a budget. They can't stick to the budget. It's because it's all too damn complicated right now. You use any of the budgeting apps out there.
Okay. So in Canada, if you have a terminal disease, you can they'll help you take your life. Okay, interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. Okay, I guess I just didn't get the joke. My bad.
It's crazy. It's hard to know what's even going on. It's impossible to set up, and it's a chaos to manage. That's why over this last year, I did the thing. I made a budgeting app for you guys. This does not need to be complicated. You're trying to take control of your life, so it should be simple. It should be chill. It should be easy to set up and easy to manage. I've called it Simpler Budget because that's all it is. It's your simpler budget. But we up the ante with continued education and an ad-free version. In the premium version of Simpler Budget, you can
Oh, so there's ads in it, or you can get ad free, which means you pay. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that.
track your spending, set goals.
I was referring to like the beginning when we were talking about that woman complaining.
Stick to a plan that actually works by connecting to all of your bank accounts automatically. No manual stuff here. There's actually weekly live sessions with financial professionals to answer your questions and keep you on track. They'll be teaching lessons and you can ask them things and they will actually help. There's also weekly mini classes keeping you up to date and educated on every financial topic you need to improve your life. Plus, for a limited time right now, you get access to our new budget-friendly cookbook with 55 money-saving recipes to eat.
What the fuck?
Well,
bro, Caleb is impressive with all this shit going on, man. He really is. He's got so much crap going on. Good for him. It's so funny. I don't know if I told the story already, but it's so funny. The other day when I was on vacation with my wife, we went gone to Disney and it was like 12 in the morning or something because we were out late. Or, you know, we did after hours events. And I was watching Rick and Morty. And I saw a commercial for like Rocket Money, and it was Caleb. I heard his voice, and I looked up because I was like on my phone. It was commercials. I'm like, what the fuck? I said, babe, it's Caleb Hammer. It's my buddy Caleb. He's on the TV. It was so cool. It was such an interesting moment. So I messaged him. I was like, yo, dude, I saw you on TV. This is awesome. He's like, yeah, it's pretty cool, but I'm trying to reduce my visibility. I'm like, damn, what a rock star. You know what I mean? What a rock star. I understand it. You know, you don't want to be too visible. You want to make sure that your visibility is valuable so that people will pay you and whatnot. I get that. I was like, damn, God bless. Good for him, man. That's awesome stuff. It's crazy.
Without overspending. And because I love you guys and it's a new year, literally anyone who signs up for the month of January gets all of this, including premium, for free for a month. Baby. It's time to actually make a budget and stick to it for the first time ever. Let's take control of our 2025 and make this the best year ever. Download the Simpler Budget app today. A link in the description below. This budgeting app will change your life. And now to your goal, you're further away than you've ever been because you're just further in debt and you have no real investments to speak of. You have a couple unicorns that you hope turn into something. That's not a strategy because the vast majority of those fail.
Right. That's why I'm actively looking for more opportunities.
I think I used to use a budgeting app. I think it was called like Pocketsmith or something. Should I download this app? Shit. Maybe I'll message Caleb and say, Caleb, give me a code for having it unlock everything for free, dude.
And
it's called just the fucking regular stock market. I'm not going to give investing advice, but go through our investing class and learn how to define your investing profile, risk associated with it, and learn your investment portfolio.
I think he asked him, he's like, hey, ask me advice about it. And I'll be like, oh, hey, you take my class. You know what I mean? It'd be like a plug for my thing. That's smart.
Based on that.
It's like an organic plug.
You get it for free, so you take it. You guys get it off 15% off when you bundle it with all our other classes, but you guys get them for free. So why don't you do that?
Oh, do they get the free classes? I mean, that makes sense.
I don't know. And then you said even something crazy like
okay, so I think he gives them like a certain amount of money to get there. And then he also gives them like free budgeting classes, so that's pretty cool. I mean, I guess that's not bad.
Give me these documents. This is take us forever. He said something. What did you say? You don't believe in an emergency fund? You're a father. Like that's just irresponsible.
I disagree with his stance on this.
Well, good thing you're the breadwinner.
Okay.
Like I don't know.
Well,
I mean, that is
wait, did she say she agrees or disagrees?
What did you say? You don't believe in an emergency fund? You're a father. Like that's just irresponsible.
I disagree with his stance on this.
Well, good.
Yeah, that's good.
You're the breadwinner.
Okay.
Well, this is the thing. Is like she doesn't have to be the breadwinner to disagree, but like their relationship, her perspective doesn't seem to be meaningful when it comes to money. Like they weirdly have the most bizarrely conservative relationship that like I've ever seen personally.
I don't know.
Well, I mean that is part of the issue. So if I'm responsible for bringing in the income and managing the bills, then I feel like I have a little bit more liberty to take these higher risks.
But you shouldn't though.
Well, I disagree with that. Like, this is not the way a marriage is supposed to work. I understand what you're saying. Hey, I make the, what you're saying basically is I make the money. I get to do whatever I want. And it's like, that sounds nice, I guess, but not really. You have a thing called kids. You have kids. So you don't get to make whatever financially irresponsible decision you want, like recklessly. That's not good. Your kids are supposed to be the number one concern when it comes to your spending. You know why? Because they're your kids. I don't know if you knew that.
Money move that the household makes should be collected from the two.
I didn't
heads
know
of the
how
household.
much debt we were in until he told me how much.
When
debt
did
we
he
were
tell
in.
you?
So
How did you not know? Aren't you a reason why?
Well, you had a hidden credit card too, so
well, it wasn't a hidden credit
hidden
card.
debt.
I
It was a hidden debt. He knew the credit card existed, not the debt.
Okay, maybe
So
that's
when did
true.
you learn how much debt he had?
Maybe that's
so
true. Okay.
we were building a tiny house on our property.
Okay. All right. I'm really understanding now where all the money's coming from. You guys decided to build. Now that's cool. I'd like to build a tiny home too, but you guys are sitting here complaining about not having money, and then you're going and building tiny homes on your property when you're however much money in debt. Maybe that's not number one priority. Okay.
Because at the time that
When?
okay.
It started around 2021.
Yeah.
And they just
So you
finished.
learned in 2021.
No.
When did you learn how much debt he has? Was the fucking question.
Okay.
I'm still not understanding like what I guess his debt is $100,000 in failed businesses.
Well,
Probably at the beginning of
that we have.
Probably at
Oh,
the
now
beginning
you're
of
a we. Okay.
Right? That's what I'm saying, dude. This is the first time in the whole conversation that they referred to themselves as a we. It's strange.
Yeah, when it's convenient.
Oh, progress, guys.
probably at the beginning of this year. I learned because
Not 2025.
sorry,
Last year.
2024.
Okay.
So at the beginning of 2024, I learned that he took out $60,000 in loans that I didn't know about.
Where'd they
Wait, what is the 60,000 for?
go?
They went
Where'd they
to
possibly
so we started a build for the tiny house that was supposed to be $140,000.
And you thought that was cash?
Wait, so I'm so confused. You were what? You were wait. You didn't think you'd have to take money out?
Flowing?
So we had originally taken a cash out refinance.
Yeah.
On
I have
but
that loan.
This is during the peak COVID housing pricing boom.
So we got
we took advantage.
$166,000 from that, and
You took advantage of it to build tiny homes on your house. Isn't that shit supposed to be for like people who couldn't afford to live anymore? Like what?
then we signed onto a contract to do a tiny house build that was $140,000.
It's pretty cool.
It is really cool. And then
That's really cool. Cool. Yeah. Why did you do it? Because it was cool. That's an irresponsible decision.
they increased the price to $174,000.
Who did, the builders?
The builders.
Okay.
And we almost didn't do it. We really shouldn't have done it, but then
No fucking shit.
we decided
Is
to
it is it
ahead.
making money?
go.
Do you have two homes?
It's my office
He works from it.
and guest house.
What a joke.
Yeah, you guys just did it for a silly bit of fun. You know, you can make an office in your house. That's what I have right now. I don't even have a very big house. I just, we finished the basement a while back, which was a good investment, honestly.
What a joke.
Now, hear me out. So I'm having a really hard time keeping down a job. Like the job that I had before
It just sounds like you don't want to work.
this, I was only there for 6 months. Just the stress gets to me, and being
And what are you gonna do?
I'm not going to fall for the stress gets to me thing, because this guy's making insane financial investments, and there's nothing more stressful than being in a financial issue. So this guy's so full of shit.
Ever for the rest of your life?
that's the problem I'm trying to solve.
Disability? What?
Well, these lottery tickets, like if any of these
You mean the company? Stop calling them lottery tickets. They're still stupid investments for
sure.
your
If
position.
any of the companies I either invested in or start print, then that's the solution. I don't have to work.
I mean,
yeah, but
he works way too hard.
you
to-
know when
I don't believe you. I don't believe you at this point. I just don't. I don't know, man. It's just wild.
people do these little angel investments and little startup businesses in the way you're doing, they do it 200 times to hopefully get one. You've done it 2 businesses and then one you have.
Right. And then the
Your
various I've
odds are
started,
not
yes.
looking good.
Right. So I'm just going to keep going until that number reaches
Yeah,
100,
you're
200.
This is called gambling.
already a decade and a half into adulthood, so really you got
Right. So I am.
keep going, or we're only 3 in.
I am 32, and I have given myself about 8 years or so. After 40, it's kind of hard to get money because of ageism and
Sure, but then
Okay. I told you, these guys are too fucking weird and woke. Well, it's hard to get money because age is... Shut up.
Median startup age in the United States is 45.
Not the like unicorn technical startup that I'm trying to either.
It's so weird because you're admitting that whatever it is you're investing in is as dangerous as possible. Like, that's so strange.
Start or be a part of.
Yeah, why have a successful business that doesn't get to $1 billion but still supports our household and gives us the freedom we crave? That would be a horrible thing.
Yeah, right. Which is why we're here.
You're a child. I don't know how you...
It's just so stupid. It's so annoying. The most annoying things about this is like everybody that comes on Caleb's show already knows what their problem is. They just refuse to fix it. It's such a frustrating thing. I don't think I've ever seen somebody on Caleb's show that like just is like actually struggling. Like they're just fucking morons making themselves struggle. It's so annoying. Triggers the hell out of me.
You guys are gonna make it through anything, guys. I really don't. We haven't touched the numbers, but you're talking about an allowance. Not believing in an emergency fund. Haven't been able to even hear your defense of that one yet. And don't believe.
Do you want to hear it?
Sure.
As far as I
Are you
understand,
coming on here to just like mentally jerk off, thinking you're
Maybe.
like you are intelligent in many ways?
I'm
You've proven
here
to be
because I'm
successful in
wrong.
some ways.
I'm here because
Then why are you defending shit?
to give you context as to why I believe this, and maybe you can help me correct my thinking. So,
Dude,
as far as I
on
understand,
here, they're on here for like a vacation or something. They're not taking this seriously.
Here, I'll correct it right now before you explain it. It hasn't worked so far. A decade and a half. So you do something different.
right?
But
I
go
don't know
ahead.
what that different thing is. So
Okay.
I'll tell you how I've been operating now. So an emergency fund, as far as I understand, is maybe 6 months of what it takes to run
Bare bones.
your household. Our
Okay.
household right now, even when we are telling ourselves we're cutting back and things like that, is more than we're bringing in. So
Because you don't. But
How much are you? You're making $200,000+ a year. How could you be spending more than? How it doesn't make any? How are you spending more than you're taking in? Where do you guys live? A mansion?
budget.
So
because
I would
you
need to-
refuse budgets as well.
right, so I would need to have an emergency fund that is over $100,000 just sitting there.
What?
Doing nothing.
No, it's cutting to the bare minimums. You're not doing the bare minimums. You already defined it correctly. What are you stupid?
Well,
are you
can-
not listening to your own
you tell me-
definition?
Can you tell me what the bare minimum is? Because
What it costs for you guys to live without giving
okay,
up
we didn't-
life?
I mean, apparently that's what we're thinking.
No,
We're trying
you're not.
to.
Your luxury spend.
Let's
Wait,
go through
okay.
it. Go through it. Tell me what's stupid, because I'm thinking I'm living a life that I think
Sure,
everyone should.
$1,212 on going out to eat. That's stupid. Don't
Wait, for one meal?
need that to survive.
How much would that be if we ate inside? Like realistically,
A lot less.
Two parents, 2 kids,
Mm-hmm.
ages 5 and so one's still on titty.
No,
No, he's not titty.
Titty's done.
Yeah, I think Titty's done at like 1 year old.
I don't know when titty normally ends. I've never had
Titty can go on for longer than this, but Titty was done at 1.
You're supposed to be done by 1. I
one.
believe.
because remember this is on
Well,
top
shut
of
up
our
for a
groceries-
second. I'm
top our
doing a little thing.
groceries.
Exactly. That's 15 on top of you spending 1,000. You spent 1,034 on groceries and 1,280 now. I could have done 1,000 on groceries and you would have been fine.
Probably.
That was a
Okay,
Yep.
what were the
1,000 in groceries a month? I could live off of my wife, and I mean, I'm a big guy. We could live off $1,000 of groceries a month. That's insane. Groceries aren't that expensive. I don't understand.
those
What do
numbers
you mean?
again?
What? Huh?
What were those numbers again? Can you say the numbers again?
1,034 on grocery stores and then 1,212 going out to eat.
Oh, so you're saying with $1,000 we should be able to cover all our food?
Groceries
Yeah, you guys aren't even fat, dude. I'm morbidly obese, and I can cover that.
easily. It's not even an issue.
He doesn't cook at all.
Great.
You know what's really crazy about him not cooking? He's not a stay-at-home mom. Whoa, that's crazy. Okay.
And so-
Do it.
That
Yeah.
working can't.
How many hours a week are you working?
Anytime I'm not actively
Too many
watching
hours
the
a
house.
week.
24/7
Fun
basically.
fact: usually when mothers
Okay.
stay at home, they're usually able to prepare meals.
Yeah.
I
Try it up if you want to. I don't care.
I am able to prepare meals. I do prepare
Oh,
meals.
wonderful. We solved the
So
issue.
then why'd you even bring up that the guy can't cook? What the fucking cares?
But sometimes I'm going out and like if I'm going to doctor's appointments or
Are
something.
you
I try-
pretending
How long does a doctor take to go to? Where you're going out to the doctor? Okay. Listen, I don't mean to be that guy because like I could be doing more in the house sometimes, and I understand that. But my wife works a 40-hour-a-week job, sometimes a little bit more, and then she cooks. You know, so she does the prepare. Sometimes I'll throw it in the oven. I should probably contribute a little more. I feel a little bad, but my point is my wife like my wife's a rock star. What are you doing? You don't work a job. You go to the doctor sometimes. Okay, come home and make fucking dinner, bitch. Like, oh, sorry, that was a little rude, but no, you know what? It's not rude. Make dinner, dude. What?
Generations of people have not done this.
Generations of people had multi-generation households. We don't have
In the United States of America.
She's okay. So just to be clear, she's trying to say that they've had multi-generation households. So there's like, oh, grandma's living. You don't have a fucking job.
America, though,
Yes,
at least
they
in the
have
at least in the 20th and 21st century, has been more traditionally like this. If you're going back to an 18th, sure. And you're right, other cultures do have multi-generational households, but in the United States, in a traditional sense, at least in the 20th and 21st century, is more traditional like this.
I mean, I think
So you're dismissing them. At least 3 generations of people.
no. I think that we need some amount.
I'm sorry. Did she just? Okay, I just want to be very clear. She just said that she, the stay-at-home mom, can't cook every night because sometimes she goes to the doctor. And the biggest issue is that they don't have a multi-generational house, which means that her mom's not living there to cook. Bro, when my mom was like raising me, she worked 60 hours a week and still made me dinner. What are you dude, this is like, I'm not trying to be like super conservative here, but this is they're constantly saying stupid woke shit, but as an excuse for their bad behavior. It's insane. Like, what the fuck was that? That was insane.
Of relief for me cooking every single meal.
I'll give you relief.
Why do you need relief from cooking? I don't understand. I understand, but like, see, the interesting thing is I understand, I take care of the kids all the time. I could use a little bit of me time. I understand that. I hope for that my wife is able to be a stay-at-home mom. And she'll probably still work like part-time because that's kind of how she is. But that's what we talked about. Like, if we had the money for her to be a stay-at-home mom, I'm down for it. You know what I mean? Really just for her working for fun, basically. I'm down for it. And I'm down to give her the ability to go out and like have a day off from the kids, which means I'll take care of the kids, or, you know, we'll have our mothers take care of the kids so we can go on a date. Totally get that. But like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't understand. Like, what do you think a day off, like, going out for an hour or two to get away and just have some of your own personal time is not the same as not cooking dinner for the day. You still have responsibilities. You don't get to just take a day off of your kids. Like, you guys plan to have kids. You don't get to make this excuse of like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like this was an accident. You guys knew what you were doing. Get the fuck out of here.
Meal prep.
I do meal prep.
Yeah, there you go. Meal prep. Meal prep, throw it in the oven, or just buy like some bullshit that you like prepared meals from a store. Literally, you can go to Costco or Sam's Club. Like, I just went to Sam's Club and it's 2,000 calories of chicken on one side and rice on the other side. Altogether, it's 2,000 calories. Just throw that in the oven. Oh, dinner's. I didn't feel like cooking today. Dinner's. By the way, those prep meals are pretty decently priced. You go to Costco, you could buy like salmon prep meals. You can go and you could buy, they have like legit pizza prep meals. There's we got my wife likes salt peppers. We got one of those from Sam's Club. You could buy meatloaf from Costco. You could buy mashed potatoes from Costco. You could buy like a tortilla kit. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to cook the day, go buy a prepared meal from Costco or something. It's never been easier for upper middle class families to be able to have someone else make their food for them. It's never been easier. It's incredible. The world is an amazing place when you're an upper middle class family. Go do that.
We figured it out. You cook only a few times a week, and then you warm it up the rest of the time.
So some of those eating out meals are actually.
You know what you're doing? Do you know what you're doing right now? You're doing the defeatist.
She's literally jorking it right now. That's what she's.
It will never work mentality. And you're right. This will never work if you have that mentality. If you give up and it's not possible, it is literally not possible. People who want to do it,
don't let your dreams be dreams, dude.
Do it. Who have more kids than you and both work.
With lower standards of living, sure. Like,
okay, yeah, sure.
Lower your standard of.
They're so entitled to like this high standard. I hate America, dude. What the fuck? I'm just kidding. I love America. But what?
Living, you entitled.
No, I will not do that.
Great.
No.
So go ahead and have it. So,
dude, I still don't understand what they're doing. I don't get it. I just think that, you know what? Honestly, I know it sounds terrible. Maybe these guys should just die. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding. I don't understand how you could live. You guys, neither of them want to work. Neither of them want to cook. Neither of them want to take care of their kids. But they're still making $200,000+ a year, but they want to retire early. But They don't even call each other we, and I don't understand. This is the most first world problem ever. This is like a negative third world problem. This is insane. Like, what? This is wild.
So that you have, so go ahead and do it so that you guys are never able to retire and your kids put their lives on hold to take care of their irresponsible parents.
Like here, like dude, this is the thing. Is like I think like, it's okay to have kids and not necessarily be 100% equipped to retire. You know, life isn't perfect. If you're trying your best and you're working jobs and you're getting your kids through school and stuff, and by the time everything's like they're done with it and they go to college and whatever, and maybe they need to help take care of you. Like that's fine. I believe in them. I believe in that. That's totally fine to me. There's really nothing wrong with that. But these guys make $250,000 a year. If you have the means to do it, you should not make it so your kids have to take care of you. That's not always going to be the case. Sometimes you just got to have kids and just hope for the best. And I understand that. But like, if you have the means to save up for your retirement and you don't, like, yeah, you are unnecessarily burdening your children. Like, you are a burden on your own children, which like you decided to birth into the world. So why are you burdening them even more? You're already birthing them into like a horrific world. Although these guys live such high lifestyles, I guess it's not even true. But
just like everyone else.
Just like everyone else.
Are you fucking stupid? What are you talking about? My parents are going to be able to retire because they sacrificed eventually once they figure out.
I mean, my mom has retired already. She's in her 60s and she doesn't need me to help. It's so,
financial literacy. So I'm not going to have to put
my mother-in-law is probably going to need help when she retires, which I'm fine with because she did her best to raise her kids. Like, cause she, you know what I mean? Like, she's not an asshole. It is what I'm fine with it, but like these guys are just insanely irresponsible. Like they go beyond what I would consider the normal levels of responsibility. Like normal levels of irresponsibility. That's what I meant. Like I get Dunkin' every day before the gym. Like I shouldn't do that. Like I get 3 turkey wake up wraps and a fucking large raspberry iced tea with Splenda. 4 Splendas, please. That's a little irresponsible. I should be eating from home, right? But whatever they're doing is fucking flabbergasting me.
Life on hold to deal with them, but because you guys are babies, when your kids are trying to navigate their early adulthood, they're gonna have to put their life on hold because their parents decided to not grow up past the age of 5.
That I think is acceptable to me, and the reason is
what, dude? What the fuck? Wait. Why these guys? I swear, these guys. The only thing that they hate more than their kids are each other. Because I can't believe that you would say that after hearing like, dude, you're going to burden your kids forever if you don't get your act together. And be like, that's fine. That's disgusting, dude. That's disgusting. Stop virtue signaling I'm a Disney adult. Bro, I can afford being a Disney adult, okay? Shut the fuck up. All right? My wife and I put over $1,000 a month into our retirement. So eat my balls, okay? Get out of here. Get out of here, stinky nerd.
Really? They didn't consent to come in this world, but you guys chose to bring them in. And that's fair to put that burden on them?
I think more than that. 20%. Like $20,000 a year. That makes sense. Something like that.
Fuck you. What entitlement do you have? Disgusting.
So I am a first generation American.
What does that fucking matter?
Congratulations. Welcome to the red, white, and blue.
My parents came to the United States from a country where there was no opportunity. Food insecurity was a thing.
Cool.
Even during my home when I was growing up, food insecurity was a thing. Okay. My child eats food, has access to food. That's immediately better. And if it means that...
You thought when I said lower your standard of living...
So I just want to be clear. You came to the United States and your mom and dad worked really hard to make it so that you could have a better life. And now... to the best life you probably could. And now you're like, yeah, I'll give my kid the okay comparative life. If you have the means to do it, you should give your kid more than that.
Said let them starve. What the fuck are you talking about? Why are you trying to take it to an extreme? Well, no, you're living off of basically $300,000 a year, earning $200. I'm saying live off 100.
He's supporting effectively a nepo baby lifestyle of like me paying for their college. I do not believe in paying.
I said you guys are retiring, and as you paying for their college, you are literally.
Wait, I'm so confused.
$200. I'm saying live off 100.
He's supporting effectively a nepo baby lifestyle of like me paying for their college. I do not believe in.
Dude, this is what I'm talking about. They keep spouting woke shit. Oh, I shouldn't support a nepo baby. It's your baby. It's your baby. It's your baby. I want my kid to be 1,000% a nepo baby. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna pay for my kid's college. Why? My mom paid for I think half of my college. We took out 2 loans, private loans and public loans, the government loans and then ridiculous loans. And I believe she picked up on the ridiculous loans. I don't remember which one I paid. I think I picked it up on the government loans because they were like, better. Why wouldn't you want to pay? You're making $250,000 a year. That's what I'm talking about. These guys are weird, dude. They weaponize wokeness. They weaponize woke. I swear to God, dude, they weaponize wokeness every single time. This is fucking insane to me. Oh my God. Like, you're not going to pay for your kids' fucking school, idiot moron? What?
I said you guys are retiring as you paid for their college? You are literally conflating things in the
You should pay for the college.
most stupid fucking way possible.
You were saying that, I forgot what you were saying.
You can choose to pay for their college or not. I don't give a That's up to
I do. You should be paying for their college. What are you talking about?
you. I'm saying
sure. You were referring to
retirement when I said retirement? Yeah.
having the children sponsor our living.
Yes, because they're not going to let you die under a bridge. What the did you think I'm talking about?
Shit, my parents like these, I think I would let them.
It's my job to make sure that I raise them 0 through 18 to convince them that I'm a good
They
investment.
could let us.
0 to 18? Dude, no. Dude, no. In today's world, 0 to 18... There's something sketchy about these guys. There's something so sketchy. 0 to 18? No, you raise your kids beyond 18. I don't know what to tell you. No. There's just something off about this, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
Good investment. F you.
Yeah.
They're your investment, you piece of shit. They did not have a choice to come to this world.
Sure.
You brought them in by
These guys hate their own kids. I hate them so much. I actually hate these people. Like, I think these are the first people I hate. I actually hate these two. Like, with every bit in my heart, I hate these two. That's the most genuine thing. I almost hate these two as much as I love my wife. These two are such absolutely worthless people. They're so frustrating. They don't love their kids. They don't love each other. They only love themselves. This is horrific. They should never have had kids.
your choice, IVF and everything. So it is not fair to them that you guys decide you want to live the high life and take risk and live off of lottery tickets your entire life.
Kids?
And then when they are actually trying to get ahead in life, when it is their time, mom and dad keep coming in begging for money because they have no choice, because dad's bound to the bed after 5 strokes, and then mom hasn't built a resume her entire life, so can't get
Shit, I'm bound to the bed after 5 strokes of my wife. If you know what I'm saying, dude.
a job. You know how I call out impulse spending on the show all the time? Let's be honest. Most of those
Just like Beaker. Beep, 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 beep. I love it.
aren't about needing that random Amazon gadget or drive-through meal. They're emotional spending, stress, burnout, boredom. It all shows up in your bank account. I've seen over and over again the root of the problems could be mental health. That's where today's sponsor, Sondermind, comes in. Sondermind connects you with a licensed therapist and psychiatrist to help you break the cycle. Whether you're feeling overwhelmed, stuck, or just not yourself, they've got you covered. You can choose your therapist from the directory and meet in person or online. Plus, their app is packed with self-care tools to keep you grounded between sessions. And the best part, Sondermind works with most major insurance companies, so you're not racking up more debt to
They probably prefer it. It's probably cheaper.
take care of your mental health. With coverage in 48 states and Washington, D.C., help is actually accessible.
I don't know, man. I wonder like how effective like a online therapist is. I feel like being in person, there's something very maybe that's just how I would need therapy, is like in person. I don't know if I could do it so disconnectedly, you know?
Stop letting stress control your spending and your life. Go to pages.sondermind.com/Caleb.
Imagine he said, stop letting stress control your spending, end your life. No. Instead of and your life, that would be terrible, guys, don't you think?
Or click the link below to get started. That's pages.sondermind.com/Caleb. Better mental health means smarter financial decisions. So let's make this the year to change from the inside out.
I mean, that's a risk. That's a risk. Sure.
It's not just a risk. It's not just a risk. It's a reality that hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people are living in this country.
Yeah, we're living that
I
reality.
can't
Our
fix
parents
the
have
system.
Exactly. So you're
What
going
reality are you living? You guys are fucking rich.
to repeat the
And also, like, if his dad, first of all, you're white as fuck. Get the fuck out of here. You're not like a migrant or anything. Second of all, if his parents came in and and then they worked really hard, they came with nothing and they worked really hard, that's totally different than having everything and deciding not to save it. Those are two very different things. What you have, like that context matters.
cycle of misery. That's great. That's responsible. That's healthy.
No.
That's mature. That's what we want. When something bad happens from our childhood, oh, my kids should have to deal with the same bull I dealt with. I went up to school both ways.
This kid is, I hate this guy. Not Caleb, obviously. This 32-year-old piece of dog shit. It's not even a kid, but he acts like one.
Yes, that's cute, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done. Exemplary parents.
We haven't even started going.
I know, because you guys are a f***ing joke. Honestly, that was embarrassing, and you should be disgusting in yourselves.
That's so true, Caleb. That's such a. I agree with the crash out, Caleb. I fucking hate these two. They are such bad people. They're just bad guys. I just mean bad people. I hate them. And you might be like, how are they mean? How are they mean? Because it's mean. Like, I'd rather have somebody be like, you're a fucking asshole, than sit here and just be like, I don't care about my kid's well-being. That's what they're doing. Just because they're saying it nicely doesn't mean that they're not mean people. These are mean, rotten, nasty people who don't care about their own children. That's so disgusting. Just because somebody fucking spits in your face and they smile at you doesn't mean that they're not mean people. These guys are mean as fuck. I hate them.
Probably.
Let's see if you can fix this.
No, I can't fix
Can you fix this? Can you guys fix this?
that. I'm gonna go through the numbers, but that is just that's your worldview, and I can't fix that.
Okay,
I don't think that world is broken.
I don't even totally agree with him, and I think that this is one of the bigger problems. Is I have
Who cares?
a more conventional understanding of how budgeting should
This guy who drinks water is just very feminine. Sorry.
work, and I have a more.
Then you guys aren't gonna
conventional-
last. If you're completely
maybe.
polar opposites.
I don't think we are completely polar opposites. I think
No, I don't think so either. They're both selfish pieces of dog shit.
that he has different opinions.
You guys ever watch Jimmy Neutron? There was this episode where the dad, instead of spending a certain amount of money on buying a ring, he spent the money. They went back in time and they spent the money on investing in some company, and he became rich. And him and his wife are mean and nasty, rude, shitty people. That's what these guys are. They're the alternate universe Jimmy Neutron couple.
Than me, and I have let him so far steer the ship with the money, and I don't think that we should do that anymore. I don't think
Yeah, because that ship is crashing into an iceberg every day.
I don't think she'll be much better.
That's why we're here. That's why we're here. That's why we're here.
No, you're not. You're here to fucking jerk yourself off.
Here, but then you fight.
You know why they're here? They're here for the same reason that my wife and I are fat. Okay, these two are here because they got to go, we're going on Caleb Hammer. Let's just keep spending like shit. This is the last time before a budget. Just like my wife and I. Hey, let's go get that pizza because we're going to start dieting on Monday. That's all of it. Now, be fair, to our credit, we've been actually doing pretty well dieting. But you understand my point. These two are just fat people. These two are fat people that are about to start a diet. And so they go splurge. Caleb Hammer is just their financial diet. That's all these two are. It's fucking crazy.
Guys, I'm not even going to ask them their score because it's going to be dumb. If you want your Hammer Financial score, it's free. Link in the description below. And if you want to come on this show, apply at calebhammer.com.
What voice did I do that you're asking about?
/apply.
You're not going to ask us our score.
I am going to ask one thing, though, just because people have just wondered and just always asked, they always bring up things because they don't know the internal process. You're coming on the show. Mm-hmm. You're getting yelled at. I'm yelling at you and giving my truthful opinion and giving some jabs. Through the onboarding process for those considering applying, were you guys informed of everything that was going to happen?
I love this. Hey, Caleb, thank you for the 20 gifted Papa Gun memberships. How funny. This is so funny. This is so funny because it's always so funny because Caleb Hammer always listens to the feedback where people are like, oh, you're too mean to your guests, you're too much of this, you're too much of that. And in all honesty, it's yeah, he's mean to the guests, but bro, you could watch one episode before coming on. You know what you're getting into. But I always appreciate Caleb bending over backwards to communicate to his audience that hey, listen, this is known and this is consensual. And to be honest with you, I feel like most of the people that come on Financial Audit are scumbag assholes like these two. That it's not even they're in truly dire circumstances. They just have manufactured their circumstance. And I hate these two, Caleb. I don't know if your hate of them was performative or not. I'm sure some of it was played up a little bit. But I hate these two so fucking much. They don't love their kids. That bothers me. That fucking pisses me off. But thank you, Caleb, for the 20 gifted subs, brother. I always appreciate that. You don't have to stop by and donate. Just a hello in the chat is always more than enough. But thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that.
No, very much.
And you consented to it.
They get worse? We're halfway through. Dude. They get worse?
Multiple conversations and onboarding videos. Okay.
And you could increase it if you want to. And I can take it.
And the thumbnail.
I could take it. He wants to take it, dude. He's fucking there for Caleb Hammer's dick, dude. He's talking about, bro. He's been starving. He's starving, dude. He's starving. That this guy is. This guy's a little. This guy's a little limp. And by the way, there's nothing wrong with being gay. But you know what he's there for, dude. He's fucking dirk. Caleb says, thanks for coming. On to the show. This guy's literally coming. Every time Caleb yells at him, you know that he's got a fucking fetish for this, okay?
It's going to be not the most fun, that's going to be a little juicy, I guess. I don't know.
I think we need a kick in the pants.
And then another big one.
Kick
Are
in the
you
pants.
guys actors or are you people from the audience who just applied to come on?
I hadn't even really fully.
Well, if they're actors, they're fucking good because I hate them worse than Joffrey from Game of Thrones. A little bit of a boomer reference there. There's going to be a time where that is a legitimate boomer reference. By the way, they need to crowdfund a remaking of the last 2 seasons. Okay, honestly, maybe into like a 3-part movie.
Seen the show until he applied, and then I started to see the show later.
Yeah, the reason we decided, I decided
fully,
to
though. I do
apply
understand.
was because I promised that
This is like the second time they've said we, and he had to correct himself. And they're like, no, it's just me.
I would seek a financial something. So
Yes,
you are a financial something.
I
so
mean, there was a big
I
fight
seek you.
about we need to fix
There you
this.
go.
There was a huge fight about we need to fix this. This
When
can't
was the
keep-
fight? Hey, guys.
Did you guys record the fight? Let me hear it.
Can you tell me how the fight went?
Me too. Yeah, I want to know because you guys make so much money. You shouldn't have problems.
How did it start? And then how did it go? And when was it? Sorry, a lot of questions.
Maybe about 4 months ago, maybe
Yeah.
4
months ago. Basically, I was
You had
noticing
to fight 4 months ago about money, and then you just now are like, yeah, we should probably do something about this. Tell me again how you guys actually have a problem.
that the
Like
credit
you guys, this whole like manufactured. What are you talking about?
card balance, one of the credit card balances, wasn't going down, and that
Oh, you know that's crazy. You know what you do? You pay it. Dude. Well, welcome to my show. Okay, welcome to my show. You pay your bills if you make $250,000. Hey guys, here's my greatest piece of financial
that's
advice. If you make $250,000 a year, pay your fucking bills. Clap for me. It's incredible.
vibes are off.
And who managed that card?
So I spent money on it mostly, and he
Was this the one that you didn't know the debt was there?
No, this is the shared card.
Okay, go on.
Basically, it's like, hey, I'm noticing a problem, and running numbers, and with me taking a lower paying job to be a little bit more stress free, we can't do it. Like there's math.
Honestly, I'm not even convinced that his job was ever stressful. Because like I would usually be sensitive to that, especially if you can afford it. Like, yeah, I'm going to take a lower paying job so I could be a little less stressed. I would normally be like, okay, like that's cool. I get that. I respect that. But I feel like this guy is not stressed. Fuck this guy. You know what I mean? Fuck this guy. I don't think he's really stressed. I think he's full of poops. I think he's full of poo-poo. I think he's full of pee-pee. I think he's full of shit, dude.
We need some help.
I keep saying, well, we need to create a budget, and he says, you can create a budget by yourself. I don't do a budget.
Guy,
And
what
then-
are you?
And then
You have the chance for a generational change that is unheard of, and you're
I know.
throwing it away.
Sure, but I'm not going to feel bad if I
doesn't care.
single-handedly don't
He
fix
doesn't
the
care.
system. I can try my best.
System?
What's they're doing the woke thing again. The system. What now?
The system,
Buddy,
yes.
you have the most blessed position in the system.
Sure,
We
but
do.
others don't. So a good chunk of my money also goes to helping people who need help. Like, for example, the software agency I started in 2023.
those.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This guy is the true gambling gooner. He's a true woke gambling gooner. Guys, the system's fucked. So you know what I did? I spent $100,000 buying into a startup because that was for the disadvantage of the system. Dude, I'm gonna fucking poop my pants. These guys are fucking these guys are such pieces of shit. When I watch Caleb Amber, there's no other time that I sound more fucking conservative than when I watch the show, and I am not conservative. This is insane.
Are those payments?
Because that was in 2023. But that's where a lot of the...
So I think you don't know what the word help means. I think you're referring to helped.
No, still helping. So, for example,
2 years ago.
I give out loans to my family who don't make...
Helping is making them pay you back. Okay, great.
They do pay me
Yeah.
back, but I'm not going to, break windows.
I don't care. You what are you talking like? First of all, I doubt that he gives them that much money. He's somebody who doesn't even care about his own children. He doesn't even care about his own children. Do you think that he's actually giving his family loans and money? No, he's full of shit. Okay, get the fuck out of here. I don't believe that. Second of all, I don't care. You have a lot of money.
No, but I would just gift it and also make sure you're not enabling bad behavior. That's completely different
Yeah, I mean, like my philosophy is like don't lend money that you expect to get back. So
conversation. But go
I
ahead.
think that
I don't think I have the money to gift.
You don't have the money to loan.
I do.
Oh my. Okay.
What is happening?
Trust personal loan.
what is happening
You guys,
right now?
I don't think I'm ever able to have a conversation with you.
I'm so confused.
How many fights are there often?
no. I would.
Really? Because I couldn't talk to this dude for more than 5 seconds.
I'm good at talking to him usually.
Yeah, because you're both just as big a pieces of shit.
Well, is that just by sitting and not saying a word?
She needs to stay
No.
composed during when we're on camera.
Did she hit you? Also, I'm not trying to be that guy, but I'm not really against it. You know, I know how crazy. Like, here's my thing. I would never hit my wife, but if my wife hit me, I probably deserved it. I'm just being real with you. I'm just being real with you, buddies.
I'm normally spicier.
You saying, what are you calling your wife hysterical?
A little.
I don't know the exact definition of that word, but
Whoa, that's crazy.
Oh
I don't think I'd use that word.
Why? Because you're woke and understand that used to be like a diagnosis to put women into like mental hospitals. This guy's so woke, dude.
Overly emotional, maybe. I'd use those words.
Why are you hiding it now?
I'm not hiding it. I'm being
Bro, she's a
myself. He
woman. That's
sees
just
me
what
as
women
being
do.
Really emotional. I don't think that I am really emotional. I think that I am emotional, and he is not emotional.
Sure.
You both are just annoying as fuck, just to be clear.
That may be true.
Okay.
There's just a gap.
Isn't it
in
good to have a
emotionals.
good balance? Isn't it okay to have emotions, especially when spouses and children are involved?
Yes,
There's nothing wrong with having a little emotions. I'm not saying emotions to drive every decision-making thing.
I think
I mean, where's the emotion coming from? Being poor, but then she's part of the problem, so they don't care.
that's maybe
Maybe she spanks him. She probably puts on a fucking strap on and pegs the fuck out of him.
core injury of his
He probably yells like a boy's name. It's probably Caleb.
is that he has
Yeah, it's a little
hard time.
serial killery.
No, he has steeled himself against high levels of emotion over
Why?
time.
Why?
If I knew that, I don't think we'd be.
I just don't even think I believe any of this. He's just a selfish dick. I don't understand. Like, okay, like whatever.
having this conversation, man.
Okay, do you go to a therapist?
I do, yeah, once a
Yeah,
week.
both
Okay,
of
very
us go
good.
to
Both of you
therapy.
do.
Both of us have a history of complicated. Our families.
Everyone does.
Yeah.
I'm just, that's like welcome to life,
Yeah.
right? Okay. American Express.
I can be appreciative of people's mental health problems. It's hard to give a fuck about these two at all. Like, I have issues too, and you know, my mom did a really good thing. She brought me to therapy for a very long time when I was younger, and I don't think that I necessarily need therapy now. My wife could probably use it, but we've talked about it. But like, at the end of the day, like, we're talking about two rich people. I don't really care about your problems, and I think that that's an okay philosophy to live by. If you have a lot of money, you don't need to care about that person's problems because they have the means to take care of their own problems. That's it. Like, they have the means. That's it. I don't care. I don't care about your problems. You have a lot of money. You guys are making fucking $250,000 a year, and you just don't want to. I don't care about your problems, dude. I don't have to. I only have to care about poor people's problems, okay? And even then, I don't. No, I'm just but like, I don't have to care about rich people's problems. You guys are your own problem. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about the system that created you because you guys could get your shit together. You just refuse to.
Personal loans. Okay, $24,338.90. Wait, whoa. Oh, interest. Yeah, $165 of interest, and then you made the minimum payment. Minimum payment is $608.15. Substantial. I'm so glad you have your income because that would be insane. It is insane, but it would be horrific.
Yeah, I mean, I only took it out because I knew that we could.
Yes. What did you take this out for and when?
Yeah. What? Sorry, I'm flabbergasted. I only took it out because I knew we could pay it back. That's not usually why you take out loans. You usually take out loans because you kind of have to. Like, oh yeah, I had to take out this loan for my car because like I have to. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh, I took out this loan for this house or for these education. Oh, I had to. Oh, okay. I only took out this loan because I knew we could pay back. That sounds like you didn't need to take the loan out then. Why didn't you save up the money?
to cover the increased price from the ADUs. And
Yeah,
stuff.
that was kind
Oh,
of.
this was
What? You took out a loan to pay off a loan?
this was for the fucking mini house.
Either
Okay.
that one,
The
or
little
other-
micro
one of
dick
the other-
house?
One of the other.
It's 550 square feet.
So is it even like a mini house?
A fucking micro dick house.
I know. I mean,
Sounds like they built a garage and they're calling it a tiny home because they want to seem hipstery and cool.
It has a bedroom, shower.
it's a bedroom and it's a one
Being
bedroom.
used for an
That's not a tiny home. Tiny homes are like literally like a it's a miniature room of a house, but it is the house. So it's like a small bedroom. What?
office.
one bedroom, one
Right now.
bathroom. And
That's not a tiny home. Is that a tiny home? Am I wrong? I'm under the impression tiny homes are like rooms, but like smaller versions of room. What?
we were. So we
They built a garage. That's not a tiny home. What the fuck are you talking about? What? Am I stupid? It sounds like they built like a shed. Yeah. Am I fucking dumb?
applied to have it be an AS. because we were waiting for zoning laws to change, and then we were going to get a kitchen in there. But then, and they quoted us out what a kitchen would cost, but then they ended up charging us 30% over.
Well, you said you did it during COVID. When you did it during COVID, you got good interest rates, but we also had supply chains, so like that went up.
Yeah.
Well,
dramatically. So you got both.
We didn't start building.
What's the interest rate on this?
So then why did you? I don't care because they even said that they decided they raised the price before they started the building of the home, and then they still did it. So I don't think.
I don't even know.
13 maybe. I don't know.
So even if you were in the S&P 500, it wouldn't even matter. Yes, these last 2 years, but if we're averaging it out over the, forever, it's 10%. 10%, which is great, by the way, and not slow.
I mean, I want to do better. And we had a.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Unfortunately, in this circumstance for this couple, they're not here to do better. They're here to use Caleb Hammer as an excuse to not do better. They're here to say, hey guys, this is basically them explaining to their kids that they don't love enough to budget on their $250,000 a year, pay. But Caleb is like we're trying to do everything that we can to save money, and I just don't know what we can do. Let's go on Caleb Hammer's show. That's it. They're not here to care. They're not here to change. They're pathetic, and I hate them.
A big fight about budgeting and stuff, and I was like, I want to figure out why I'm making these choices. Why?
Because you're a fucking spoiled brat. Not everything's a mental health issue. Sometimes you're just a piece of shit.
You're not able to self-reflect at all?
I am able to self-reflect, and I think that part of that is even being able to see the problem in the first place.
Dude, they're giving themselves accolades. I can self-reflect. I know that this is a problem. Doesn't make you a good person to find out the obvious. All right, that's like seeing a massive spot of mold in your house. Be like, yes, I know this is problematic. Shit, idiot. Cut it out of the fucking wall. What are you talking about?
I've had I think until very recently, there was this denial of there even being a problem at all. It was, I would come up to him and talk to him about money, and he would say, I out-earn our stupidity. And then eventually that became not true.
Not true, but go ahead.
Well, that was true.
They're very stupid, so that's not true.
And then it stopped being true after I took a lower paying job and
well, I think specifically the ADU or the tiny house and the new, the company really tanked what we had built at one point. And we did have something built. We did have something built. He works extremely hard.
Right. So this is.
I'm really not convinced that he works very hard. Just to be clear, I'm struggling on that one, boy. I'm struggling.
Occurrence like in the past couple years. Before then, before COVID, we were spent a decade together. When there was 1 year we went to Europe twice, and that was amazing.
Holy shit! I mean, listen, it's hard for me to judge too much because my wife and I go to Disney, and there was a year we went to Disney twice. But we don't have these bills. We don't have these problems. We're okay. We should have more money saved up probably. But we don't have these massive debts. We have the student loans that have to get paid off, and we just bought a new car because we needed a new car, and that's it. We don't have these massive loans. Fuck me up. So
we can afford that.
Yeah, Disney World.
Okay.
Yeah,
we can afford that.
Not if you didn't have a fully funded emergency fund or
at that time we did have.
And were you on track for retirement goals?
Yes, I had about maybe 150.
And then
I think
we worked through it
in retirement.
Wait, so you pulled from retirement?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what the $100,000 was.
But okay, so.
Oh my god!
I mean, this is what the fights are about. Is
how often?
It usually
once a month. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
You fight
Jake,
once
how often do you fight your fiance? Is that a lot?
I mean, that's a lot.
I hear that's a lot.
That's a lot. It's a lot. Let me tell you something. My wife and I are Long Island, New York couples. Well, we're one person, but we are fat, so maybe we are couples. And we don't have fights like them. We have tiffs. Okay. What is a tiff? You're probably like, what is a tiff? A tiff is when your wife pisses you off, so you snap at her. And then 5 minutes later, after you cool down, she goes, "Are you done?" And I go, "Yeah." And you talk for a second, and you're like, "I'm sorry, babe. I love you a lot." And then you smack her ass, and then you eat. That's it. That's a tiff. All right? But you guys are fighting constantly? That's weird. You shouldn't be fighting that often. All right? There's a difference between a fight and a tiff. What are you doing, dude? You guys are fighting?
I'm being told that's a lot.
But we've been together
so
since 2013, so I think that's a lot more.
We also have young children. We have young.
Okay, but you don't take care of your kids, so it doesn't really matter, does it?
Young children, and that adds to the stress. And
let me know in the comments below, how often do you guys fight, and can I watch next time? I asked them, not you guys. I'm already watching you guys.
It's so stupid.
Okay, love sack.
Okay, that was stupid.
Has there been anything that hasn't been so far? $6,303.30. What hasn't been stupid?
All right, anyway, moving on. So the love sack was a couch as well as a
$6,303 balance though.
beanbag thingy. That
$6,000 couch. That's wild work.
Beanbag $6,000 beans.
Was
a
stupid
$1,000
because we
beanbag.
didn't have room.
It's a lot. Like my wife and I have floated the idea of getting a really expensive couch from Bob's for like $5,000. And it was like a 2-sectional couch, like reclining and did like a million different things. It was like a whole, and we opted against it. We might get a new couch once we get my tax return, or our tax return really, but because we're probably going to get like $10,000 or $20,000 back on our tax return. I don't know if that's a good investment strategy, but like I usually overpay my taxes so that I get a bunch of money back. I just kind of like it. It's like a treat. So we'll spend it on that, and then we'll probably put a bunch of money into student loans to try to kill the rest of at least one of the student loans. But
beans?
It's
Sacks
nice.
of beans for $1,000? What kind of beans are these?
you should get one. It's pretty cool.
so that's
What kind of
cool.
beans?
It's not even
How much do you guys enjoy it? Like I don't understand.
beans. It's foam.
But it looks like a beanbag.
It's
Ooh.
nice. It's comfy, but we don't have room for it. It's really big. And
So where is it?
It's in the ADU.
I do use
or
it.
it's
I
in
lay
the
it down
tiny
on it.
house. It's not
You see, it's really big. It's in a tiny house. You realize that it's hard to put big things in a tiny house. It's not a tiny house.
actually an ADU because there's no kitchen.
$96 minimum monthly payment, and then you got a couch $5,000 or $6,000? Because it was a $7,000.
Why do they keep? I don't know what the other thing they're talking about. Why do they keep classifying it like that? Are they afraid that they're gonna get like fucking like fined?
Our loan to start.
It's one of those
So,
zero interest.
$6,000 couch?
Yeah, well,
and
I didn't realize when we bought
What
the
is
couch-
wrong with Facebook Marketplace?
So
Okay,
we
I-
Put it over Westlake and get the most expensive furniture you can find for like $5. The rich people just want it gone.
I agree.
That is kind of true.
He wanted a new couch, and I wanted a new couch too. Our old couch I got for
Yeah, get a new you.
Like we need a new couch. Like it's physically hurting my butt. Like my butt already hurts when I sit down for like long periods of time. And so like every time I lay on the couch, like I'm in pain. I've been in pain for a while. So we've been thinking about it, but like, you know, we're trying to be responsible. So we're taking our time and like making sure we're in a good spot before we are in a good spot. But like, you know what I mean? Like you try to make sure we're waiting for the tax return to come. And before the tax return to come, I have to actually file for the tax return. In order to file for my tax return, I have to wait for all my stuff to come in. I only got my like 1099 from Facebook. So I haven't gotten my 10. I need to get one from which is Instagram money. I have to get it from TikTok and I have to get it from YouTube. I wonder if it's online though. Although I guess I don't really need to wait for it because technically I know how much money I earned if I look on the app, but still I'm waiting for my 1099. So
Used couch
So-
from the rich folks.
our last.
Which you
they
could
don't even need a used couch. They just need to stop fucking around.
be and you're not by
Our
choice.
last couch I bought, it was $180 for both couches, and I went and found it on Facebook Marketplace, and it was
Okay.
great. I loved it. He did not love it. He wanted a big boy couch,
What
and
is a big boy couch? You know what I want? Guys, do you know what I want? I want a chair. I want a chair for like just me, sit down recliner, sit down in. That's what I want. A nice chair.
and so
Is young kids the best time to have new furniture anyway?
Wait, that's such a good point. That's so funny.
it
well,
is
so
if
this
you're-
one you can take off the fabric and wash
Wash
it, which is
it.
a good benefit.
Yeah.
and the,
Oh yeah, $6,000 to be able to take off the fucking fabric and wash it. That's great. You're so cool, King.
I mean, I think that better choices maybe could have been made there.
Oh,
Really?
really? Are we sure? Okay.
Hey guys, the only couches in the world that you could take off and wash, $6,000. You could also spray it down and wipe it.
Interest free till 2030. Lucky on that. The lifestyle, man.
But they didn't even just buy it flat out. They make that much money, they didn't just buy it flat out.
And
Yeah.
again, the $80,000 a year, I think, is the median household income in Austin. You guys could easily live off of 100 and be better than
Yeah.
them.
I
And you can
agree.
invest so much and get to your goal of not having to
If
work.
you can show me how I can raise a family of 4 with $100,000,
Yeah, should I
and
go?
our
not-
debts.
have to restrict myself. Food is the biggest one. That
Yeah.
not have to restrict myself with access to food.
We're
There's no food restriction access to food. Just to be clear, I know I said food twice. These guys just like to go out and have fucking like $2,000 sushi meals every week or every day, I guess. These guys are full of shit. This is what I'm talking about. I hate the way that they talk because they talk like they're poor. Like they cosplay. These guys are fucking hipsters. They cosplay like they have to deal with the same problems that poor people have to deal with. They're so annoying.
Oh, yeah, you don't think people eat? Are you? What are you? Okay, let me go introduce you to 2.
These are the people that publicly talk about how bad Trump are, and then they go and vote for Trump. Like these people are losers.
5 million people in the metropolitan area of Austin. Who the fuck do you guys think you are? How do you think people live?
Well, so a lot of people have assistance from the government. You know, food stamps. Like my
Wow, that's cool. You don't need it.
family is not my.
But you're not even close to that level, and I'm not suggesting to live down to that level. I'm saying live.
I'm not understanding why do you even bring up food stamps? Like my grandparents used to be on food stamps. Cool. I don't need them. I don't want to be on food stamps. The way that you're supposed to engage with food stamps, in my opinion, is productive shame. Like if you're somebody that's on food stamps and you need it, you shouldn't hate yourself, but you should feel productively shamed to motivate you enough to try to get off them, even if you can't, or to the very least make it so that your kids aren't going to want to be dependent onto food stamps. Now, it's my opinion that, like, listen, I understand fudging the government sometimes, but like generally speaking, to be successful, you need to want to like get everything done yourself and be independent. You need to have the mindset like that. You do not want to live off the government. You want to be independent, that you have a little bit of shame every time that you get food stamps. And so your kids won't want food stamps. They'll want to work harder with hopefully more resources because you work hard to provide them that, even if you have to be on them. Like you shouldn't shame people for being on welfare because I understand it. Like I said, like my grandparents were on it. It can be a very necessary part of development, especially people who come here, to America freshly. So I get it, but you should have that mentality that you don't want to take advantage of the government or you don't want the assistance. That's what you should be doing. But these two are stinky little punk ass bitches.
Above the median, guys.
Shame is crazy. It's not crazy. Like a productive shame isn't crazy. Like you just work with that word differently. The way that I operate with shame is like I'm productively ashamed of my body weight. I don't hate myself. I don't think I'm ugly. I don't think I'm disgusting, but like I'm unhealthy and I'm like I feel ashamed of that and I don't have to be. So I need to work harder to deal with that, which I've been trying to do. That's productive shame. You know, you can call it something else. If you want to call it something else like motivation or whatever word you need to use, that's fine. But that's how I define shame, like productive shame. Unproductive shame is hating yourself to the point where you won't be able to make changes because you're like mentally crippled, whatever. Like it cripples you mentally to even think about it. That's not me. Like that's not how that's just how I operate. Like it's okay to feel a little bit ashamed of yourself, just not to the point where it's too much for you to take. In general, everybody has a stress limit. Right? Like your stress limit, like how much stress can you deal with? How much shame can you deal with? You don't want to sit there and go, oh my God, I'm so fat. I hate myself. Blah, blah, blah. Just be like, yeah, this is not ideal. I should probably stop doing this. This isn't great. You know what I'm saying?
And you'd still be saving a ton. You're not willing to live above the median? Call it $120,000 a year net. You're not willing to live there? What a joke.
If we can visualize
and you're considering
what that
leaving a job?
looks like. No, my job right now is a pretty good job. If I do leave, it be for finding some more money. But I love my job right now.
What is this?
Wait, dude, they were just talking about how much he hates his job and how hard he works, but now he loves his job. So I'm talking about these guys make up arguments as they go to try to sound like victims. $250,000 a year victims, guys. Incredible. Pathetic.
Blue Card's preferred 30,000. 30,000.
Yeah, that's the credit card. The.
Yeah, my credit card.
One of the.
$30,860.54. Oh, with a minimum to pay of $922. You know how to live on $120,000 a year? Not to have these minimum monthly payments that equate almost $1,500. Added up $1,500. $1,500 in minimum monthly payments. We talked about 3 cards, $1,600 in minimum monthly payments. Yeah, you're right. You probably can't cut your lifestyle down when you've stacked your minimum monthly payments up to fucking disaster level.
Well,
It's fucking crazy.
just don't know why we could
Sell your house. Honestly, sell your house and go live somewhere smaller. Where do they? I still feel like they live in like a huge house and that they're paying. Like, what's their mortgage?
didn't have this conversation earlier. I think that
You know why? Because you guys separate your fucking money and refuse to budget, so you have no knowledge of your situation, making it incapable of having an accurate conversation.
Her fucking sigh was it was just so silly to me.
Because you live like children. Because you're not a fucking team. You don't have a conversation when you're not a team. You are 2 unequal parts living around in the same household, and sometimes you fucking make kids. That's what you guys are.
Ooh, he's going hard, dude. He's making me hard.
Okay, we want to try something different. Okay.
What that means? What something different do you want to try? What is different to you guys?
We do. We want to try something different.
Well, I was hoping you'd tell us what.
What do you tell people like this? What's to tell? What's to tell you guys? What is to say to these guys? You want to try? What do you say to these guys? Like, stop fucking around. Like, I don't know.
Trying to. You're defensive.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
How do you exist with this?
I mean, I want to know, like, where I'm making my dumbest choices. I want.
Answer is life. Your life is dumb. I don't know. What do you mean? You guys make $250,000 a year, and you're still somehow not making enough money to pay your bills. What needs to be said? I don't understand.
I want to know.
$7,000 couch to start.
Yeah. Okay.
We don't have money.
I want to know what my dumbest choices are. I want to know what some replacement choices should be.
A $6,000 couch is probably a good start at minimum.
I want to know what our obligations are because I don't even fully.
You don't know what your own obligations are?
No, like I didn't even get to see the
You know, one of them is your kid.
finances fully. I was surprised.
Why didn't you?
Because he kept saying we earn like.
Why would you hide it from her? Why do you think she's not allowed to know as your
I don't
wife?
think that he was hiding it.
Not hiding
That sounds like hiding to me.
it. We just don't.
Well, you know what? Just to be clear, because the way that they're phrasing this is like weird. I guarantee you, they're trying to phrase it like I didn't really know what was going on. Here's what's going on. She wanted to spend a ton of money on something, and she goes, "Can we afford this?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, I make enough money." Oh, okay, that's it. This isn't like they're trying to make. Well, she's trying to phrase it like, well, he's been trying to phrase it like she's the one spending all the money, and she's trying to phrase it like, oh, he says don't worry about the money. That's because they don't have any meaningful conversations about these things. They go and spend a bunch of shit, and they're like, "Is this okay? Can I have this piece of cake? Can I have this free sample of this crumble cookie?" And the person working there is like, "Yeah, you could have that." That's the conversation that they're having about their finances. Just to be absolutely clear, they're not having any meaningful conversation about it. They're both bullshit artists. They're both fucking stupid.
Look at it together.
I think it's the same thing with my card.
All right. It's a new year,
This is a fucking fourth ad. I love these ads.
which means it's time to stop making excuses when it comes to cleaning up your finances. But let me guess, you've already got a list of taquitos to fix. Credit card.
Dude, I haven't had taquitos in so long, Caleb. Let me just tell you, and it's not because it's because I get heartburn. That's it. I haven't been eating I've been eating a little healthier because I'm tired of having heartburn. Heartburn fucking sucks, dude. It's hard to sleep. It's terrible. And then sometimes, it's terrible. You get heartburn. It's hard for you to sleep, so you elevate yourself, which helps out a bit. I got one of those elevated pillows that looks like a weird person trying to hug you. But then I try to take a NyQuil, and then you have to go to sleep because okay, well, it puts me to bed, and then you have fucking NyQuil dreams, dude. And NyQuil dreams are so... I can't handle NyQuil dreams anymore. The other night, I'm sitting here and I had a dream that a woman was trying to beat up my wife. So I just start punching. And my wife wakes up and goes, "What's going on?" I said, "There's a bitch attacking you." But I said it all groggy. That's how I said it. And I'm just punching and kicking at the same time. I look like a dog that's running in their dreams. It was fucking insane. I'm tired of that shit. I can't do it anymore. You know what I learned? Okay, because I was sick. You could just drink Dayquil. Dayquil doesn't actually wake you up, apparently. NyQuil just puts you to sleep. So, Anyway, I'm just saying that so that this way, if you ever see a bruise on my wife's face, I had a nightmare. It wasn't actually me, okay? It wasn't my fault, all right?
Card debt, random subscriptions, eating out too much. I get it, but
and when I say if, I mean when. No,
something you probably are not thinking about. Those old 401ks from your past jobs. The ones you probably forgot existed. And you're not alone. 25% of 401ks are lost or forgotten. That's retirement money just sitting there doing nothing for you. Nothing! Rolling them over to an IRA could be a huge step in taking control of your financial future. But the process sounds like death. Just paperwork, endless phone calls, and lost checks in the mail. Absolutely not. That's where today's sponsor, Capitalize, is here to help. Capitalize is a concierge service.
I still have some money in a 401k. I thought I cashed it out when I left my job, which was probably stupid to do anyway, but I used it to refinish the basement. But there's still money in there somehow, so I don't know.
Service and a total game changer when it comes to getting the reins on retirement. They'll help you track down your old 401ks, even if you don't know where to start. Once they find them, they'll guide you through setting up or connecting an IRA, and they can even take care of the entire transfer process. Seriously, you don't have to do any of the annoying stuff. No faxing documents, no waiting on hold, and no dealing with lost checks.
Cool.
Here's why this matters. Getting those old 401ks rolled over gives you more control, better visibility, and makes your money work harder for you. Starting the year off by consolidating your retirement accounts is one of the smartest moves that...
Do Do I think that this show is an excellent example of why personal finance should be a high school class? Probably. I mean, yeah, sure. There's a lot of things that they should do to educate people. Like there should be finance classes that kind of teaches you shit like this. But there should also be like, honestly, free school lunches that are just healthy that you get to choose like your protein and your vegetable and your meat. Well, it's still protein, but you get my point. And even like a small sweet, because we talk about education for food too. And it's like, what does that look like? I think it just looks like a free school lunch where you like, they're like, oh, we're going to give you this. This way, it just kind of teaches you how to properly. It's like, oh yeah, you get to choose chicken, turkey, or a lean beef. Oh, okay, I'll have I'll have like the fucking chicken. Okay, now choose your vegetable. I'll have the broccoli. Okay, now choose your grain. Do you want like brown rice, or do you want like some fucking toast or something? Oh, I'll take the brown rice. Oh, okay. It's like, oh, do you want like a little dessert? 2 Oreos. Oh yeah, I'll have 2 Oreos to cleanse the palate. Okay, cool. Or fruit. Fruit's great too. Or you could have the fruit. You could have like this bigger cup of fruit. Like, oh, these are the same number of calories. 100 calories worth of Oreos or 100 calories worth of fucking grapes. You're gonna obviously one of those is gonna be more money. Having more money. One of those is gonna be more. You know what I mean?
That you can do to get your finances on track. So stop letting your money collect dust and take the first step toward financial freedom. Visit the link in the description below or go to highcapitalize.com/Caleb to get started today. That's highcapitalize.com/Caleb. Huge thanks to Capitalize for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back into it. Well, I'm definitely going to give my take on it. I'll give you a free session with the financial advisors I use over at Domain Money. You guys get a free session too for being a part of the audience. So sit down with them. We'll hook you up with that. They're really good. Highly recommend it. Okay. No, I mean, look at this, guys. I mean, okay, plan fees for
Caleb's got it under control. Let me tell you something, because I do decently ad revenue wise, but the amount of sponsors Caleb gets, damn. I should try to get like a sponsor. I would just do it differently. Like I would probably just have like a thing in the screen, like the top right of the screen that was like, oh, sponsored by Pee Pee Poop, and there'd be like a code Papa Gut, something like that. So you pay me, pay me a certain amount per month plus, percentage of the code or something. Right? I don't know. That'd be cool.
5,204 of it, $51. You made a payment. Yeah, part of the minimum monthly payment goes there. Then on this 21,000, you made a little bit of larger payment, but then you purchased or added $7,067 on this card. What the possible size?
We just run our transactions on that card.
Why? What's wrong with debit in your guys' world? Because $357 of interest.
I need the layer of indirection in the cases of fraud, which does happen because of my level of income. It's just a common scam target. So a couple times my credit card info has been skimmed.
Then why aren't you using a card that's at least 0% for now? Because you're putting this on something that is taking away $400.
Do they make 0% credit cards?
What? You're on one.
0% credit card? What is that?
The last one we just talked about.
Oh, that was just one of those.
It's a store card, but yes, you can get cards that are 0% for like a year or 2 years. I'm not even saying you should do that.
I'm confused. Like, how often is this guy getting skimmed? Like, I mean, I understand people take your information, but like, what? I feel like so my understanding is getting your card skimmed is like somebody walks by you and like skims your card. They don't know how much money you make, so it doesn't really matter. But at the same time, like you can get like there's wallets and there's like things you can put it into that will stop it from being able to get skimmed as you walk past. I'm just so confused. Everything's an excuse. Yeah. I'm convinced that everything is an excuse.
0%. It's I can't put stars.
Fine. What about secured credit cards?
I'm not familiar.
What about a credit card? We could do even. Let me compare this to one of our people.
I've had issues before with like because I have a credit card. I have like I think a MasterCard, whatever. And I've had issues where like money has gotten basically taken. And there's really no problem getting it back. It's never like a significant amount of money, but like I notice it. Like I bought this thing and like it never came to me because the company basically shut down. It was a scam. So I'm like, hey, I have this problem with this. And like, okay. And they gave me the money back and they're going to go deal with it. I just feel like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just like out of touch with this, but these guys are fucking ridiculous.
Cards. It only allows you to spend what's in your debit account, so you can, or your checking account, so you can't overspend on it. But it's still a credit card. It's still a credit card.
What happens if somebody steals? What happens? Dude, shut the fuck up. Everything. Just shut the fuck up. You guys are overspending.
In a way of the benefits and protections and benefits.
So if someone steals the card and spends $5 at Starbucks.
You know what's so funny? Because this is a what if question. What if somebody steals my card? You know what my mom used to tell me if the what if questions like this guy's talking about as he irresponsibly spends and just wants to justify spending his money? She always used to say, what if a giant marshmallow fell down and landed on the earth? That's every single time when I would get into a string of what if questions. That's what my mother would ask me. It would always derail me. And that's why I don't have any fucking patience for what ifs. It's like, shut the fuck up and deal with it yourself. If somebody steals my credit card, shut up, eat shit. I don't know, like suck dick. I don't know what the fuck you want me to tell you. Call the credit card company, cancel it, and get it taken care of. Idiot. Like I don't understand. Like what if? Like
you can challenge it. Technically, you can.
Does it come out of the account so I can still pay my mortgage? Because there has been a problem where
there's. Why are you paying your mortgage on a credit card?
A mortgage on this?
No, on the bank account. That's why I don't want normal.
What do you mean?
I'm not understanding. If a credit card, they don't take the money from your debit account. You put it in there yourself.
What are you asking?
If my credit card information somehow gets stolen by the waiter or whatever, whatever it is.
By the waiter?
So if they spend thousands of dollars on it, it takes time to fight these things. But
it does.
Okay. But
then I'm gonna.
And you can fight it on actually debit. It just takes even longer, and there's less success chances.
And it's harder. And yeah, so that's the main thing I'm protecting myself against.
How is he protecting himself from that? I don't understand what's happening. Right? What is he saying?
Which I get.
But the
are you using like the protective, all the security measures online and password protectors in the monitoring services?
America's credit card system is insecure. Granted, it's slowed down since
I'm really not understanding. Like, what is it that he's doing to protect himself? Like, I don't understand what's happening right now. I don't get what is happening. Like, what is it that he's doing? Why does he keep justifying his? I don't get what's happening. Wait, what?
Friends maybe would challenge our security, but like, I think that we're mostly.
I'm not against that as a concept. I'm against you putting all your purchases on a card that is losing you $400 a month in interest. Yeah. $400 a month you are actually paying just to use this card. You are paying a plan fee of $400 a month.
I think he thinks the credit card is like, does it count like the funds checking? What? I don't think he thinks that. He's an idiot. I'm so confused about what. How is he protecting himself from getting his card skimmed by having a credit card? I don't understand it. I don't understand what the fuck he's talking about. He's just saying things. Like, what is he, like, how is he doing that? How is he protecting his car from getting skimmed? The only way you can protect your car from getting skimmed is not having one.
Just to use this card.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Disney Plus. Oh, that's
cheaper than childcare. Cheaper than childcare.
And then we still use.
Oh yeah, of course, Disney Plus is their childcare. They put their kid in front of the screen. They don't actually interact with their child. That's what's actually happening.
Childcare.
Okay, but
Prime Video channels, car wash. Guys, we live in Austin. It's not a desert or a snowy place. You don't need a fucking car wash. Just fucking throw a bucket of water on it. It's fine. Apple, huh?
Well, it's crazy because like they're so far beyond like the little meaningful things to change their life, like this subscription. That's they're engaging in wildly overspending.
Those will be gone.
Apple bill.
I think that they need to surrender themselves to a conservator at this point and just have somebody else pay for everything for them with their money.
Something zoo, vending machines, Schlotchkes, Burger King, Netflix. Really nothing good on there right now. Anyway, Dutch Bros.
Whoa, Caleb, what the fuck, dude? I've been watching HBO. Actually, it's been pretty fire.
Squid Game 2.
Fetch.
My wife and I've been watching Sopranos. It's pretty good. Like this is the first time I've been like finishing it in the last season. My wife loves the show too. Which is rare that my wife and I like love a show together. Like Sex and the City wasn't bad. We watched that together, but she's like really liking it. And my wife likes Sex and the City because it's like she feels it's a very good representation of male mental health. And whereas I like it because pew pew, guns and death. You know, it's pretty cool.
No, I heard it was okay. Yeah. Fetch, Apple Bill, Dutch Bros, Orange Leaf, Amazon, Kitty Poo Club.
Fetch.
Okay. Kitty poop. What is that?
Is pet insurance?
Oh, I think is that the little crystals?
It's the one. It's so I have ADHD and I have a really hard time.
Oh my fucking god! Kitty Poo Club is $151. What is Kitty Poo Club? What the fuck? It's cleaning for cats. What? What?
Crystals?
It's the one. It's so I have ADHD and I have a really hard time with things like that are.
What do ADHD? Sorry. It's kind of like veganism. Like every ADHD person has to tell everyone they have ADHD.
Well, because ADHD people like to talk.
Yeah, but I assume it's playing into this story. So go ahead.
It's relevant.
It's okay. It's okay.
So I was having a hard time making sure that the litter boxes were as clean as they need to be to have healthy cats.
Yeah.
And so I decided to try this as I've tried every other different
Very expensive.
I want to pluck my pubic hairs out one after another. I hate people with ADHD. And you want to know what? I have ADHD. And my ADHD was like real. It's not pretend ADHD that I use it as an excuse to, buy $7,000 couches and not take care of my kids. Okay, just to be clear, because that's what they're doing. I have like legitimate ADHD. It was like that and behavioral problems. Like it made my early life difficult, especially my mom's early life, because she doesn't want to deal with me. But, I don't find myself telling people about it because I grew up at a time where I feel like, and I'm not trying to be like old man here, but a time where we just didn't cry like fucking pussies, right? Like, here's my thing. If you have a problem, I get it. ADHD can have an impact on your life. Autism can have an impact on your life. Everything can have an impact on your life. And I understand that. And I appreciate that. I don't need to know about it. Stop telling people about it. Talk to your mom, your dad, your therapist, your spouse about it. No one else needs to know. Your best friend, sure. No one else needs to know about it because I'm using my ADHD identification as a way to explain my behavior. So I can go like, oh, okay, so I am very impulsive, which can have a problem when it comes to eating and stuff. And like knowing that impulsivity is tied to ADHD makes me feel like a little better. It's like, okay, like I have to curb the problem, but like at least I can explain it. I understand why I'm not a fucking freak, right? So it makes me feel better. These people use ADHD as an excuse to do whatever they want. Like she's like, I have ADHD, so I have a $150 a month membership for my cat's poop. What? What are you talking about? Like, it's just, I hate it. And then like, this is the type of mentality where people start knowingly engaging in bad behavior and blaming it on their mental health problem. It's like, that's not what you're supposed to do. You acknowledge a mental health issue to help you figure out the behaviors to correct your behaviors because it's just part of your condition as a person. You don't sit here and be like, I have to do all these different things because I have this problem. Like sometimes I get too addicted or locked to my phone, like mentally. My wife has to say, like, put your phone down. I'm like, okay, yeah, my ADHD is a reason for that. But I have to like listen to my wife and put my phone down. I have to stop and I have to be more present. I don't go like, sorry, I have ADHD, and start shitting my fucking pants and pissing all over myself like these fucking children do. That's what these people are, children. Not Caleb, he's my king, okay?
It is very expensive, but I keep the litter boxes clean, and so I think
you know what else you can do? Just keep them clean. Set an alarm on your phone, idiot. I have a $100 a month membership to keep my litter box clean. Set an alarm on your phone every once a day so you don't forget. Is that what a crazy solution?
Go buy litter because of ADHD.
No, that's not the issue.
You have to join a subscriction plan.
The issue is the cleaning of the boxes. So you throw out the whole, like you just close it up and throw it out.
What about the auto cleaners and just manage it like a responsible cat owner?
So this is how I have found a way to be a responsible cat owner.
Found a way with
what?
Also laziness.
No, it's not laziness.
It's a little lazy.
It's not lazy.
You can't.
So basically, it sounds like a non-reusable cat litter. So basically, what I'm hearing is somebody sends you a garbage can, and instead of buying a garbage can and putting a liner in it and changing the liner, the garbage bag, they send you a garbage can, and you just throw out the entire garbage can. That's what I'm hearing. Like you're just that's what this sounds like to me. Like you're throwing out the entire garbage can. That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my entire life. That is dumb and lazy and expensive.
Set a reminder to clean.
I can set a reminder to clean and I can get distracted from it. It is not.
Then maybe you don't belong here. I don't know what to tell you. Like you can't, this is insane how like pretend to crippling you are. Like you pretend to be so crippled. Like there are people with like legitimate issues that have legitimate problems, and you're sitting here and you're such an irresponsible piece of shit. I hate it. I hate it here. This is so pathetic. These people make me ashamed of myself. You're a fucking loser. Oh my God.
Not laziness.
Distracted.
It's totally laziness.
You're cleaning?
Yes, literally while I'm
on
cleaning.
Medication?
Now I am.
Okay, there.
Shut up. You don't need medication. You're distracted. So do I. Undistract yourself. Stop. You know what she means when she says she gets distracted? She's picking up her phone when she's going on TikTok. Get your shit together. Go the fuck up.
Here you go. So we can go back to it.
I wasn't on medication when I was going through all of the like.
And you can be a state.
Who cares? I probably should be medicated now. You can teach yourself to not like. It's called behavioral, like cognitive behavioral therapy that you can engage in. And like I basically engaged in it to some extent myself because I didn't like being on medication. I didn't like the way that it felt on medication. She doesn't need medication. I'm just telling you now, she doesn't need medication. She's using it as an excuse because she's lazy. You could just you should deal with your shit yourself. You should be as unmedicated as possible. Like you shouldn't want to be on medication, but these people are fucking lazy.
Stay at home mom successfully and you can't focus on cleaning a litter box?
I can because I have given myself this support system.
Oh my God. Fucking light yourself. Sorry.
Which is a product
box
that you can throw away.
This is the one thing you couldn't make it through at home.
It's not that much.
Why do you even have a cat? You don't even love your kids. Why the fuck do you have a cat?
Different, like, price wise.
Yes,
it's not.
We were having cat owner conversations yesterday.
If I have two,
when we were going
if I have 2 cat boxes and each bag of cat litter costs $40, and I'm also buying cleaner.
You don't change litter that often. Like, what you do is more expensive than having a litter box.
And I do 2 of those bags a month.
Cleaner you buy in bulk. Jake buys 6 containers of cat litter each month, and it's $60 to $70 for 6 containers.
What cat litter? I have a weird cat. I have a weird cat that has substrate
Always an
preferences.
excuse.
I mean, this is a good excuse. I will defend that purchase.
No.
It might be I don't know the cat, but I'd listen to the vet over just like trying to find a reason to justify this.
I don't want my cat to be unhealthy. And
I'm not
What is she talking about?
saying that either.
When I had the other forms of litter boxes, I would let them go too long.
You notice how quiet he is because he knows she's full of shit?
I was embarrassed about it.
Unmedicated.
Yes.
And also, Daddy can't chip in.
He doesn't. The cats are my cats, so he doesn't do that.
Okay, let me explain something to you. If my wife got a cat, it's my cat. Like, that's how it works. That's just understood. If my wife was like, I really want a cat, I know I'm taking care of that cat to some extent. That's my cat too. I know I'm going to have to do whatever I need to do to take care of that cat. When she's at work, you think I'm just going to be like, all right, fuck you. And the cat's just going to piss and shit. And like, no, I'm going to take care of the cat. I'm going to hang out with the cat. I'm going to, you know what I mean? The cat will be perched up right here. What do you mean it's your cat? That's not a thing. That's not how relationships work. When you are married, there is no more your things. You do have times where you get to do stuff by yourself. Like, that's fun. But there's no more your things. There's no your cats. Not in a meaningful way. Like, yeah, I might get a cat and the cat might like my wife more, so it's my wife's cat, but that's still my cat I have to take care of. He doesn't do anything. Although, you know, in his defense, like, he actually works and she's a lazy sack of shit, so it doesn't really matter. But you understand the point that I'm trying to make here, right? They're not even married. They're just like fucking together. I hate them both.
mine, everything. We don't, the cats of the house, we don't even define as ours. This house is so weird, guys. You guys are not partners. No, you're not partners.
Oh, that's not true.
No,
that is
we're
totally
partners
true.
in a different way.
No.
in the fact that you made
No. You guys hate each other and you hate your kids. Let's just be clear. Like, I said before, like, I understand some people, you know, could be soulmates with like a gay people, like a gay guy and a straight girl could be like a soulmate. I get it. But you guys don't even like each other. You guys are disgusting.
kids. Other than that, you guys do not act like
I buy one 40-pound box of litter a week, so 80 monthly. The price is like 4-legged children. How much does it cost for a 40-pound bag of cat litter? Like $10?
but you don't partner on
on everything. Sure, we don't.
The
partner.
word
You don't partner on anything. What are you talking about?
Our
partner.
relationship
You're a
isn't
couple,
the way
doesn't
you
mean
would see
partner.
it, doesn't mean that it's not valid.
there is a
Our-
sense of
No. You guys are a
individualism
couple,
that
but you're not partnering
We are
together.
partners. You're wrong.
I'm just thinking of the actual
Caleb is right.
definition of partnering on something like a group project. You guys don't do that. You're individual on everything. You guys
Divide
are
and
everything.
conquer. Divide and conquer.
Divide and
We're-
conquer.
You don't conquer anything. Your lives are failures. You're failures. What are you conquering?
What are you doing?
We're doing
You.
me. What am I doing in what capacity?
I guess
What do you do at all? You don't do anything.
it's ordering boxes of cat
Okay,
stuff.
I believe that the cat litter is within
That's not what he asked. He said, what are you doing? What are you doing with your life?
our means, even if we cut down.
It probably is. It's just an example,
Yeah,
guys.
I can definitely make that a priority to make sure that we keep that
Because,
because
like,
I also don't want to be.
If I
And I get it. It's
if
just
I
an
was
example.
able
Same
to
with the
feed my
Spotify thing. I don't
kids,
really care.
wouldn't buy the
Oh, it's $20 for 40 pounds of Walmart, a litter at Walmart. And she's spending like $150 for disposable shit boxes for these cats. What the fuck?
kiddie poo club. But because I'm able to feed my kids, I make that choice. So there are different layers. That is one of the layers. And I think that the health of my pets is really important.
I agree. You are acting like I disagree
What is she talking about? She's just saying words.
with that. You were just
Because
making.
you were saying you disagree.
No, you're making it sound like there's no other choice, and you refuse to have any kind of compromise. You refuse to believe that you're able to clean litter. Also, guys, income that came in from his payroll was $8,780. It did sell in $2,000, and there was ATM cash deposit of $1,000. We got up to like $12,500-ish with that. 13,000-ish. Yeah, we spent 16,550. So as long as I can put food on the table for my kids.
There's no way that's right because each week should be around 2,900.
I'm sure you like spreadsheets. Here's one. This is your literal numbers.
All
So
right, let's
shut
see
the
what we
fuck
got
up.
This is so funny. They deserve it.
Here is the payroll. Okay, 87, 83.
Literally the numbers in your documents. Not really disputable. Dutch Bros.
That was $3,000 a week after taxes. That's fucking crazy.
Orange Lease, South
Well, that's like 150,000. So imagine it's after taxes.
Park Meadows, Amazon, more Kitty Poo Club, Car Wash. Come on.
Dude, Kitty Poo Club is $150 a month. That's insane. That's fucking insane that they're spending money on this. It's wild.
Come on. Apple, Dutch Bros, Pokemon.
Oh yeah,
40
I
bucks
used
a
to be in
Pokemans?
Pokemon.
Pokemon Company Toys. What is that? Like a fucking toy? Well, obviously, I'm an idiot for even uttering that sentence.
Cards. I have thousands of dollars worth.
Okay, here we go, dude. There's where he's spending his money. Dude, Pokemon. I understand. Like, I have collectibles. Right? I understand it. But this guy's fucking spending all his money on Pokemon cards. Dude, I want to tell you something right now. I don't know why we haven't identified this. Pokemon cards is gambling. Okay? Pokemon cards is gambling. 1,000% it is gambling. It's what you do. It's gambling. You're buying packs of cards for a chance for it to be a nice, cool card. And it's cool in moderation, but this guy's he gambles on businesses. He gambles on Pokemon cards. They gamble on their cat's shit, apparently. Everything in their life is a gamble. They're children that have not learned to deal with their fucking impulses. That's the reality. I honestly don't even think that they truly have any like real issues. I think that they make excuses for their issues. Oh, it's my lottery tickets. I'm so addicted to these Pokemon cards. I'm so addicted to my lottery tickets. I have ADHD. I'm so addicted. ADHD doesn't mean anything anymore, guys. Just so you know. Okay, now everybody has it apparently, so it doesn't mean anything.
Used to be. I see this purchase right now.
Oh, that was a hat. So I wanted to save money on haircuts.
You don't go outside. Who cares?
Whoa, wait, he got a hat to save money on haircuts?
That was a hat. Cards. I have thousands of dollars worth.
Used to be. I see this purchase right now.
Oh, that was a hat.
You spent $40 on a hat? Now I'm gonna be real with you. I used to do that too. I went to Disney. This is a hat which is a little dirty. I have my wife clean it. It was $40. It's expensive. It's a Disney hat. Okay, Disney hats are a little expensive. I understand. Splurging a little bit. I do look kind of good. They're comfortable. That's why I bought it. Right. You know, I'm also not spending $150 a month on Kitty Poo Club. But like, that's what I know that this is expensive. But you spent $40 on a hat? What hat? I have Pokemon hats. They cost me like $15-20. I have like a whole collection of them from fucking Loungefly. So what are you talking about? What?
I wanted to save money on haircuts.
How does getting a hat save money on haircuts? Because you could hide your bad hair? I don't know. Cut your hair yourself. That's what I do. I have to cut my hair. I haven't cut it in a couple weeks before I went to Disney. I cut my hair myself. I understand I'm bald. Cut your hair yourself. Have your mom do it. Go to a fucking... What? Well, I'm even humoring this. I wanted to save money on my hair. No, he didn't. He just wanted to buy a fucking $40 hat. What does a haircut really cost for a dude's hair without the beard? $15-20 plus tip. Let's say $25. You just wanted a hat. Why make an excuse for it? Just say you wanted the fucking hat. Like, be a goddamn grown up. That's how you know they're full of shit, because they're hiding it. I wanted to save money on haircuts. It was actually a morally positive decision to do. I want to save money on haircuts, so I got myself a $40 Pokemon hat. It's my favorite Pokemon. It's a Ditto, and it can turn into a dildo and fuck my asshole. What are you talking about, bro? What is he talking about?
You don't go outside. Who cares? Just take scissors to them. Have the 7-year-old do it. It'll look just as good.
Okay, Caleb, that was mean, but funny.
Maybe.
I combined there. Okay, whatever.
Apparently,
Apple, Amazon, again, it's not the purchase I care about.
Apparently, the XL box on the Kitty website is only $50. I don't know how she's spending $150. That's crazy. Is it 3 months? No way. That's wild.
It's the example. It is just the overall. We can excuse and justify everything.
Okay.
Save
Prime Video,
money.
Summer Moon, and I love my moon milk. I lactate that. NordVPN, Apple, AirPlay. What are all these Apple charges that are just constant?
Phone games.
They're out here.
Phone
Some
games.
of them are.
Another Apple, then DoorDash McDonald's, and then DoorDash
What are the
McDonald's.
amounts on the Apple charges?
99 cents for one. That's probably storage, and then $33.40 on another.
It's video games. They're playing games on their phone.
$33.
Oh, is this Spokio?
Then an Apple 99 cents. Apple $11.89. Pork bun Andrew, you're doing all this while giving the card $400 in interest just to do this. None of this is necessity so far. None of this is necessities.
Some of
The litter is a necessity.
Okay,
for
cool.
our
So,
constraints. And a percentage of the food. Sure, not the entire amount, but
okay,
some,
so out of the, what was it that I said? $7,000 spent, $400 is a necessity. High fives, guys, all around. Let's celebrate. Some
You're
cake.
doing $3 a meal per person per day, right? That's a good number.
for 12 math. I don't know.
So $3 a meal a person a day. That's $12 a day. That's $360 a month, $400 a month. You could probably, I mean, like, it depends on what you're gonna do. Like, you can get food relatively inexpensive if, you know, one of you has the time to stay at home and cook. You go to Costco, you get yourself some fucking, boneless, skinless chicken breast, and you get yourself some, like, rice and it's really not that expensive. What is she talking about?
In-flight Wi-Fi. Probably shouldn't be going anywhere right now. Can't afford it. There's the airport.
Family trips.
Congratulations.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if you know this, but family trips, you can't afford them. That's what it is.
Where's
Well, it's family. You don't even like your kids.
family?
Massachusetts and Dallas. So we drive to Dallas and we fly to Massachusetts.
Yeah, I don't think you're flying to Massachusetts for
I
a
am
second.
flying to Massachusetts.
Okay, then just you.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
that's
am.
what's happening.
Just me.
Really?
Why?
My sister just had a child. I'm going to go visit, and I'm taking
Why? You don't take care of your own kids. Why go to visit them?
my baby with me.
You are gonna make it.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so pissed. You're gonna take your baby with you? I'm so sorry. You're gonna take your 18-month-old, but you're not gonna take your 5-year-old, and you're gonna separate that. Something doesn't add up here. Something's not adding up here, dude.
Sound like I'm against this, but here is the thing: you literally cannot afford it. On a good earning month, you still spent $2,500.
I'm not missing my.
You're not willing to do anything.
I am willing to do
You justify every little.
Well, yeah, because otherwise we wouldn't have done that.
justifying the
If
things
we
that
can't
are
justify it, we shouldn't have done
justifiable.
that. But these are our justifications for the decisions that we made.
The decisions you've made of spending $2,500 more than comes in.
Yeah.
Justifications we made to give our children a future because
Right,
they're
so
going to
that's
take
why
care
you
of
should
you.
tell us which ones we should start
So
cutting.
All of them.
Everything so far.
I disagree.
Like, okay, so go to Michigan or whatever on that one thing because your sister had a kid. Fine. That's it. Everything else goes away. Okay.
The trip to see my sister and her new child is
No. Was it a one time or is this ongoing? Because you say I will do
But
this.
we go a yearly
we
during
go
Thanksgiving
for
break.
Thanksgiving, but then my sister had a baby in December, and I'm going in January. That's reasonable. That's reasonable.
Okay. That is reasonable, but you won't even give up the fucking cat turds. I don't get it.
How many?
Honestly, at this point, kill your and eat your cat. Kill your and eat your cat, and save money on food for a day and cat food forever, and kitty poops, poopy cats. Get rid of poopy cats.
Because you said I will go. If it is a one-time thing, that's not what I'm freaking out about. It's just a continued stack of the example of not stopping our purchases.
Traveling to see family once a year is reasonable.
Yeah, but I feel like you're doing more than that. So
I will stand by that.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying when we blow all our f***ing money and we have $0, no, spending money we don't have is not reasonable. You entitled.
I disagree. It's like,
I disagree. Okay.
You disagree?
Yeah.
You think you're entitled to spend money you do not have?
yes, that's what a mortgage is. You're
That's not what a mortgage is. The fact that you even came up with that excuse means you've been thinking about that. That's a counter, which is weird. You can afford the monthly payments. It's like, yeah, you can't afford the house, but you can afford the layout of monthly payments. That's not really what a credit card is. A credit card is very irresponsible because like a mortgage could be like, let's say 5-7%, depends on your interest rate. Credit card is like a 25% interest rate. Credit card is supposed to be like a short-term stuff. Like I don't think I ever let anything float for more than a month on my credit card. You have a credit card to do like short-term spending that you should be able to pay off very quickly. That's what a credit card is. A credit card is not something you're supposed to like spend as much money as possible on. You fucking idiot.
you're in debt to the bank for whatever percentage, and then after 30 years,
A
you
mortgage
pay
is
them
an
3 times.
appreciating asset. A flight is not, you piece of shit. Stop trying to come
What if he owns the plane?
up with an example that is not working.
Speculate on your
relationship-
housing, sure, but there are many people who bought houses most recently and the market cratered. Now they're negative
For
120.
example,
You buy
Okay, dude. I don't know if you know this. You need to live. You need somewhere to stay to live. House is a place to stay. You don't need to go to the airport. So
a house for a 1-year outlook? Buddy, you don't know.
I really don't even know how he makes this much money because he's so stupid. It's hard to believe that he has anything.
The first thing you're
Do you think that the people he works with are going to make fun of him? You think his fucking like side piece gay boyfriend's going to make fun of him? You think he fucks the guy or gets fucked in the ass? I don't know which one.
talking about probably shouldn't have built one.
Sometimes you're forced into selling because if you're laid off, one of these corporations.
Which is why you follow the housing method that I advocate for, only 20% down, so that if you do have to sell it on a downtime, you don't have to take out money extra.
Wait, why would that work?
Because you already have an equity position.
sure.
Never touch a house. You don't even know what 20% down means.
But you lost the money.
Don't even walk towards a house.
I would have kept the $20,000. Granted, I would have spent it, but I would have.
Would I let
not
Caleb
have
talk to Mama God like that? No, of course not. That's why we would never do this in the show. But we also don't have financial issues like this. But we're going to meet Caleb one day, okay?
to give it to the bank.
I say go visit your family once a year. I say go visit your family once a month. That's what I say. I say when you don't have.
I say kill your family. No, I'm just kidding. I don't care. I don't know.
Money to survive.
Wait, he has an office at home. Can't he live wherever he wants? Why don't you just move closer to them so you don't have to go?
We don't spend the money we don't have. How is this a crazy concept?
I'm not missing my family's
I
life.
believe you should be able to leverage the debt, the credit lines that these banks are.
This is not the transaction to dispute. This is not it.
They all are because you don't have the money. You don't have the money.
This is not.
You don't have the money.
You know what they should do? How about she gets a job? She's not taking care of her kid anyway.
Saying I want you to spend the money to do it.
Time is irreplaceable. I am not missing moments like that for my family. I'm not.
But you don't love your family, so who cares?
You do either. Period. But hey, listen, lady, you are incapable of understanding what I'm saying. Somehow, I don't know. This is impressive, borderline. Like my mind is like melting out of just like sheer. Just like, we need to crown this moment that you are unable to understand words that are going over your ears.
Agree. I think we understand.
Not agree. You do not understand the claim. Because I would say,
well, if you understood the claim, you wouldn't be there.
Cut back on everything else so you can do the flight because I support the flight. Right. But if you are choosing all the other fucking purchases that put you $2,500 over your spending, no, you don't get to do the extra shit you want to do.
Yeah, they're justifying kitty poops. Where the fuck that is?
How is that hard to understand? How are you guys parents? Good luck.
Well, it doesn't. You don't need a certificate to.
Yeah, but the fact is.
Maybe you should. Maybe you should need a certificate to be a fucking parent.
Still alive? Good job. I don't know how it happened.
I actually am impressed.
Target. Great parents.
We're great parents.
Great. Yeah, okay.
No, they're not. They're horrible parents. You could tell they don't love their kids at all.
Hey, again, they could be dying in poverty. If you continue this, could be. Do you know what the word could means?
Yes.
Doesn't mean right now.
Guys, her ADHD prevents her from being able to imagine the future. Okay, it's not her fault.
They're going to be taking care of you guys. This isn't the acts of good parents. You guys are putting your selfish behavior above them.
Under a bridge. That's fine.
Huh?
They can leave us under a bridge. That's fine.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Oh my gosh, I don't know.
I hope they do.
Target, Hulu, Starbucks, Tesla subscription.
God, $250 at Target. Then another $75 at Target the same day. Oh, what the fuck? $20 for Hulu? Probably like a family thing. Starbucks gift card. $20. Tesla subscription. What? Auto service subscription? Is that a thing you need for a Tesla?
Oh no.
What? What is it? It's $10. What is it?
Well, the
premium connectivity?
Yeah, but the car is $1,000 a month. So I thought. I'm not sure why you didn't immediately make that.
Because I'm not at that statement.
I thought you would have the foresight.
I didn't know it was $1,000 a month.
I spent like $800 a month on my car, so
$950. Yeah,
and then also
plus my auto insurance.
So there was the self-driving.
Yeah,
it's so funny that these guys have been acting so woke, but they have a fucking Tesla. Okay, what did I say before? Guys? They're the people who pretend to hate Trump and voted for him.
Self-driving. I've been writing the free trials, but it's $100 a month on top. I've been trying to get rid of it. It's on my list to try to get rid of it.
Congratulations, we're choosing that over seeing our sister's newborn.
Okay, that's
just have the car drive itself to your sister.
Well, that was in 2022, and her sister wasn't pregnant.
Tesla payments right now.
I mean,
I can't just stop paying it.
You can sell it.
I tried, and it's underwater about $12,000 or $13,000.
And so you can borrow the difference, and I doubt that.
I tried borrowing.
Your debt to income.
Yeah.
Oh, what a mess!
That was about 6 months ago, I think. So after paying a lot of these debts down, I might get closer to. But I also thought about buying, a trash car and hoping a dealership will roll over the negative equity and effectively forcing a refinance.
Yeah, but he hasn't done it. Like he's thinking about it. Oh, I thought about this. What?
No, which I've also tried.
I don't know how you guys are gonna make it in life. This is crazy, guys.
How much have you saved since we did the hybrid? Oh, I don't know. I don't pay attention to I don't really pay attention to gas prices, honestly. Let's be real with you. I don't really care. Like, we're doing, you know what I mean? So buy a Kia Soul. I might get a Kia Soul. Once if my wife needs another car, we're thinking about it. Not right now. We're not in the place where I want to buy a new car and have that obligation, but
It is crazy.
But we're crazy. So.
That's true.
great.
We are crazy. I'm crazy.
Hey, we're so cute.
Yeah, thank you.
yay, we're so cute.
Thanks.
Amazon, Disney Plus, Dutch Bros, Smoke ADX Slaughter. Amazon. You guys think because you're touching each other, you guys are partners.
We are partners.
This is so funny.
Not in the definitional word.
Not in any spiritual way at all.
Zip.
They're like, okay, people were so focused on like stopping gay people from getting married to each other that we forgot to like stop people who don't love each other from getting married. You know what I mean? Like, that's a travesty. That's what we should be focused on. Maybe we should ban people that don't love each other from getting married. But then most traditional relationships wouldn't work out then, huh?
Two. Favor P. Terry's, Target, Odd Pizza, Marshalls. Spending all of this on here just so we get the luxury of giving the bank $400 a month.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that's fair in exchange for the access to the capital.
What? You think it's fair? What happened to everything being too well? I don't understand. It might be fair, dude. Okay, this guy's so fucking stupid. It might be fair that the bank deserves money for fronting up capital for you. That's nice. But you're still an idiot for allowing it to rack up that much, and that's the point.
Like, I consciously...
I agree that is fair.
Yeah.
And that's why you're doing it.
Right.
And if you're okay with it, then this conversation's done.
Well...
Because it doesn't matter. I agree that is fair. I would say don't do it. The fact that you don't give a what is the point then? What are we talking about?
We are telling you what our justifications have been over
Well, your justification is you like doing things and you're selfish.
time, and they are good or bad. Clearly, maybe
I
bad.
haven't heard one good yet.
I have.
What?
I'm happy with my choice for the Kiddie Poo Club, and I'm happy with my choice to buy tickets
You being happy with bad choices doesn't matter.
to go see my sister and her baby.
Yeah, I'm good with that too. If you had money.
We have money for those things. We
You spent $2,500 more than you brought in.
So-
you don't know what having money is. Shut the fuck up.
Wait, so they bring in $3,500 a month or $3,000 a month? They're spending $2,500 more than that? Is that what we're saying here? That's fucking wild.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, then
Shut the
just-
fuck up.
just pretend,
found somewhere else.
Right. Just pretend that $2,500 didn't go to the flights. It went to food delivery.
You just have to adjust so that those are not things
Oh, Caleb, they're bargaining with Caleb. Like, he doesn't care at the end of the day. It's your fucking funds, idiot. Like, what?
I'm cutting.
I didn't fucking say that. How are you still incapable? I said do it if you cut the other and you didn't. How have you survived without being able to understand what a sentence is? Colombian Coffee, New York Times.
I'm surprised nobody's like yelled at him back. I wonder if they cut that out. Like, they make it seem like they get snippy and then they cut it out because it doesn't look good for the show or something. Ah, stay away. Ah, no, it's my bad, irresponsible financial choices just took me out.
Barnes
coffee.
and Noble.
Okay,
Home Goods, Home Life. What?
the coffee.
Yeah, the coffee.
So you're gonna see more charges of the coffee. There was an
Oh,
issue. I
really?
accidentally got like 8 months worth of coffee sent to me.
So it's like, what, $400 or something like that?
Why do you need 8 months worth of coffee sent to you? I don't understand that. Why would you need that? What? That's so confusing to me.
We'll drink it. It lasts. It lasts.
LA Fitness, Hummus Cuisine, Airport, Pizza, Article, Target, Lush Nails, Chipotle, Hudson, In Motion,
Bottle.
Starbucks, Patreon. It's not even ours, probably.
Patreon.
Who are you subscribing to on Patreon?
Oh, Funny
Oh, Caleb Hammer.
Fridays.
Yeah, she's great.
She's great.
How much content
Why
does she
is it
upload in her Patreon?
I don't follow her Patreon. Actually, I just pay for her Patreon because I like her content, and so
I mean, I get that. I do that for a couple people too, I suppose. But just add fucking salt to the fire on this one. You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? This is wild work.
I
See, if you guys join our YouTube membership, we have over 1,000 hours of extra content. We have more extra content than I think any other membership that we know of.
It's
Yeah.
just for that.
I mean-
It's just for that natural plug, baby. Natural plug, baby.
I agree. it's important to
So
support
also you
creators.
have debt. So I don't want you to support creators because you have debt and you're not living and surviving and you're going to die in poverty. What happens next time dude has stroke and can't work though? Like seriously,
Disability.
you know, it's
if I'm
horrible though.
Sure. But
You're talking about
I
cutting.
mean, I hate to say it. Maybe they need that. Like, maybe they need to have like be in a circumstance where like they they can't afford literally anything, and so that they hit rock bottom, honestly.
Lifestyle not back to 110. What are you gonna have to do when you cut lifestyle back to 30?
As far as I understand, my disability insurance is percentage based. I get 60%.
But you're not even willing to cut back to close to 60%.
If I get free 60% income, I will figure out a way, because my ultimate goal is to not work.
You won't figure out a way.
Sure, that's true.
That is true. Yeah, he was talking about trying to get you guys $100,000 a month, and you're like, I can't do that. It's to be retired. He's like, hey, I just can't do that. It's not going to work for me. Sorry, it's not enough for my lavish lifestyle. Okay.
I have zero desire to go through the rest of this with you guys.
That's a lot.
There's important information in it.
Yeah, and not information that's going to change anything in this conversation. I have zero desire to go through this. Who has an Audi?
Oh, that's my mom. It's under my name, but she pays me for it. Sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought.
That's fucking insane.
I
Yeah.
agree.
You know it's past due.
Yeah. 2 months now.
They're going to take that Audi, dude. They're going to make it an innie.
I mean, it's affecting our
What's our
credit.
solution here?
3rd month when they repossess the vehicle. And they
And then we'll have
On
a
your
discussion
credit?
our
Sure.
You're expecting this to happen?
Yeah.
You're okay with this?
No.
I mean, I don't.
Who
care
has
about-
it again?
My mother.
And what are the conversations like? Why'd you allow her to get $1,000 monthly payment anyway? The fuck's her income?
0.
What is happening?
Wait, it doesn't make any sense. She pays sometimes, but she doesn't have an income.
She is also a homemaker.
Okay, so you said that she pays for it sometimes. How would she ever pay for it?
What does he make then? The
I don't
dude
know
with
the
her.
specifics.
And you signed? You signed for this? You signed for 1,000?
Well, she said she'd be good for it, so
No, I don't care about that. What are you talking about? She doesn't have an income, so how would she be good for it?
Oh, so clearly, maybe that's how every bank should operate.
I mean, I think that's
Oh, you know what? They said they're good.
That is how they operate.
No, it's not, you fucking dumbass.
If that's how they operated, they would have given her the fucking loan without him co-signing.
I mean, that's why they gave us
Yeah, that's why they gave us the money.
They checked your credit.
Yeah.
You did not check her credit.
Well, I don't need to check it because it's now it's about the same as mine.
Yeah, but him, the bread earner that you're relying on, you don't know how much money is coming in.
I don't.
Usually when you apply for a loan, they ask how much money is coming in.
Well, it should be only my name, right?
No, I'm saying you expecting payment from
We're the
them.
creditor.
Oh no, I'm not going to do a background.
Dude,
Whatever.
I'm so confused.
You're such a dumb.
It's not even a background check. You know she doesn't make any money, so.
Yeah, sure.
sorry.
That I 100% agree with. But if I channel this dumb ass in the right direction,
Which you haven't in a decade and a half, which
yeah,
gives
then
me no.
I think I can make it work.
I seriously,
We just
I
have to be
seriously do not
dumb
wanna
in the
continue
right
this. I
direction.
seriously do not want to continue this. I legitimately do not. Me, Caleb Hammer, me here, not even on the show. I do not want to continue this conversation. I have zero interest in continuing this conversation.
But they have to do it after show.
You guys are so fucking lost in therapy together.
That's what this is. That's
together.
what this is.
This is
That's
not. I'm not a licensed therapist. If I hate you,
Financial therapy, baby.
and a therapist wouldn't say that. So, you guys need couple therapy.
We have been in
We've tried.
couples therapy before.
You tried. You tried.
Yeah. So
I fired our last.
I wonder what point did they do couples therapy? Like how early into the relationship did they feel like they needed it? You know what I mean?
Oh!
yeah,
Well, because-
she fired the last two. Yeah.
I did,
She fired them. Now all of a sudden she's the moneymaker. What happened?
but we wouldn't talk about anything real.
What does that mean?
Okay, so
Okay.
we do want to do better.
No, you
We
don't.
do.
I don't think he believes us.
No, not for a single fucking second. You already tried couples therapy, then this is not gonna help.
Well, the finances and our dumbassery there is different than the dumbassery in our relationship. I
Yeah.
don't couple those.
Oh, I hate ending it. I hate ending it early. There's nothing more that I want to do than to just end this.
Wow, Caleb's so triggered.
Like the show in this context. I just want to be done.
Well, worked up as you get, dude. This is fucking wild. Damn.
You guys have friends?
Yeah,
Okay, that's about it.
we do have friends.
I choose to not seek those types of relationships most of the time.
I mean, me too, I guess. I just wouldn't say it like that. I mean, I do have friends. You know, my wife's my best friend. It's just, what?
You have some friends.
Some, but a lot of people go out of their way to have additional friends. I just don't have an interest.
Just the way he says things is so bizarre.
$4,000 on this card. $1,000 of purchases. I'm not even gonna write it down because it doesn't fucking matter. Taco Bell, Academy Sports, Home Goods, Ross Store, Spotify, Target, Goodwill, Target. 19% interest. $700 in interest accrued.
Wait, which one?
I don't know. I threw it and I'm done. Another Wells
This is so stupid.
Fargo,
Guess I'll never know.
$905 of purchases, but you put money towards this one. This one looks like that one's actually paid off. But even still, it's still $900 of spending that could have gone towards other things. Went to bin wash.
Yeah, that one is like
Insurance. It looks like our quarterly insurance or biannual insurance.
What, bin wash?
No, Progressive, $824.
Oh, that's the insurance for the Audi. Since my name's on it, I have to be the.
That's just the Audi insurance. Jesus Christ, 800. Oh, I guess that's probably 6 months, but still.
Yeah.
Insurance? How often?
Monthly?
Wait, what? I thought what?
$190 a month.
Yeah. It's not.
That's fucking insane. Why is it so much money? They got to pay $1,600 a month just on this car that he's not even driving. There's your significant money.
There's like there's
we're
like
done.
Four drivers.
Okay.
And
So just cancel that car. Let that car get repossessed and let it kill your credit, which is fine because you shouldn't be taking any more money out anyway. And there's $1,600 of your $2,400 a month. That's fucking crazy. Between the car costing like $1,000 and the fucking insurance costing $600. There you go.
and one of them is
Well done.
17.
Go sit down with the professional financial advisor that I connected you with because this is done.
I looked for alternative
Buddy, you're
rates.
done.
I
This
looked
is
for
done.
alternative
This
rates.
is good
It doesn't matter.
luck. Good luck. I'm done.
They were the only ones who provided
Shut the
even gave a rate.
Caleb died. Caleb's dead. Caleb died, guys.
Okay.
Surely we're not the worst, right? We're not.
They're the worst
Maybe.
to me.
What flight? What flight are you taking a 30% interest out?
Is there 30% interest, really?
Are you stupid? You're supposed to be the smart guy. You pretend like you're smart. You're quippy like you're smart, but you're a dumbass.
This is just money. Money doesn't matter.
Why are you sitting in that seat?
That's the after show, guys.
My empathy's gone. To watch the financial audit post show, click the join button below.
All right. Well, that was certainly an interesting video. Jesus Christ.